Taz effect hits you like a wave, a fresh new spin on the news you crave. Turn the page and you see the light, a different angle that feels so right. No more waiting for the truth to show. Every story starts to glow. Daily news in a way you didn't know. It's the Taz effect that steals the show. Open your mind, let the colors flow. Daily news in a way you didn't know.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me here for the Taz Effect Daily News in a way you did not know you could use. For those listening in over the radio airwaves at GCPR.com or through our GCPR apps for Android and iOS, thank you for tuning in. And for everyone else listening and watching from all around the social media sphere, hey, how you doing? So glad you could come through. Child, I know it's Tuesday, but it feels like a Monday. Why does it feel like a Monday? Because once again, this administration is team too damn much. Hey, Sabrina. Hey, Annabelle. It's poppin' twin. Let's jump right into it. Trump's plan to strip citizenship from naturalized Americans hits legal and logistical barriers. He does know that he has a wife that fits. You know what? Why are we concerned about facts? President Donald Trump Sr.'s plan to supercharge denaturalizations of foreign-born Americans has bumped up against the realities of the legal system and the protocols it affords U.S. citizens. Trump, 79, has vowed to make denaturalization a priority, with the Department of Justice compiling a list of 385 foreign-born Americans it wants to target for denaturalization and pressuring attorneys to accept transfers from other departments to work on the cases. The administration has filed 35 cases since the start of Trump's second term and says it's laser focused on rooting out fraud in the naturalization process. Hey, DJ. Thank you. I know a clear-cut portion of fraud in the naturalization process. We look at her every time she opens her mouth and speaks in cursive. Yeah, I'm talking about melanoma Trump. Smokin Hot. But the cases filed to date are far narrower than the administration's aggressive rhetoric suggests. No, really? Highlighting the legal and practical challenges of stripping Americans of their citizenship, according to a new analysis by the National Public Radio. Here's the thing. I said this earlier today. I'm going to say it again right here, okay? What we're going through is the result of writing, advocating for, passing, and signing into law talking points and rhetoric. This goes to show you, if you didn't believe it before when we were saying how stupid people in the United States are, especially those that refuse to deconstruct, those that still hold close, hold near and dear to their little hearts, white supremacy, how stupid they are, because they're legislating regarding talking points. They haven't researched anything. They haven't spoken to anyone. And who ends up being hurt more often than not by racism leading the way? Let me remind y'all, marginalized melanated people may be the targets of racism, but often the ammo misses the targets, but those ricochets always hit the racist. But child, we're just getting started. We are just getting started. And Trump has been obsessing over the reflecting pool, right? Because in Trump's mind, blue equates to reflection. Hence, him manipulating and sweet talking his pool guy. For a job we don't even know if this man is qualified or equipped to handle, but whatever. Let's Coming from the Independent, Trump's reflecting pool repairs won't fix a major underlying problem that could ruin the new blue look. President Donald Trump Sr.'s budget busting $13.1 million project to spruce up the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool won't fix a major problem, and it could leave its new American flag blue basin covered in green slime, according to a report. While the work is aimed at stopping leakage from the 6-acre pool's expansion joints, it reportedly doesn't address the plumbing system that connects the pool to water treatment plant that purifies the 4 million gallons of water needed to fill it. The underground 6-inch plastic pipes often break and leak as a result of pressure from surrounding soil, according to the New York Times. It's almost impossible to maintain the water level that is required to make the pool reflective. Kim Hall, a former National Capital Area Director for the National Park Service, told the Times, it's like pouring water into a colander. Here's the thing. We're not going to move forward. Now, earlier today, Thomas was talking about on the Sound of Coffee, patriotism. There was a little back and forth regarding it. This is one of those times I need y'all to take a trip down the road of history. Okay? When patriotism began in the United States, what was the law of the land? Who was patriotism geared towards? And that will give you an explanation as to why patriots are so angry and why they want to gatekeep patriotism. Okay? You all keep looking at patriotism as if it was meant to be inclusive. Are you new here? And patriotism is going to be the death of us, because people want to show patriotism to fellow residents and citizens within this land. I want you to think, okay? We're not concerned about the national anthem being played before political events or speeches or making sure people included in their campaigns. Nope. We got to have it before sporting events, and you better stand regardless of what you feel about it for these sporting events, even though in some of our areas of sporting, we're playing against teams that are not a part of the United States. But wait, I'm not done. People are so patriotic that they don't know about, nor do they adhere to the flag code. But it's all about respecting the flag, right? We're doing all these things in the name of patriotism. People are encouraged to hang flags to show that they're American in the United States. I have always wondered, from a child until now, what is the point of so many American flags flying in America? I can understand if you live outside of the United States. Like, I understand people from Mexico that want to, pay homage to their culture, their heritage, and they'll have a Mexican flag. I can understand people from Italy that want to do that. You're in the freaking United States. Who are you proving this to? I want you to think about it. People are so patriotic as long as they're on this soil, but yet y'all are shocked by the amount of keyboard warriors we have. Some of y'all have chosen to forget the days of talk radio and call in. Y'all have forgotten the days where people could call in or email talk shows on TV, and they was just as courageous. Because back then, you just didn't say your name. And especially before caller ID, people would get downright egregious. Y'all need to stop acting like things are new, because we have new methods of reminding people of how horrible or how wonderful people can be. But patriotism was never meant to be inclusive, and patriotism never included the melanated and the marginalized. This is why I tell people, be careful when you attach yourself to certain labels. Because you need to look at the origin of these concepts, these ideologies. Not everything has been modernized and not everything can be modernized. Some of y'all are trying to modernize certain ideologies and certain definitions that by definition cannot evolve. Oh, you got a political ad just now. Woo! But some things can't evolve. They weren't meant to evolve at all. If y'all going to keep a pen in the Second Amendment, you're going to have to keep a pen in patriotism. Until you update the Second Amendment, you can't update patriotism because patriotism was never meant to include women, the melanated, actually anybody who couldn't be profitable, who couldn't profit off of the disparities within the United States. And too many of you all are wondering why we're not advancing, why we can't advance, because the United States, the model of capitalism in the United States wasn't for overall advancement. The model for capitalism in the United States was to have a demographic of workers that would work for free, and then have a demographic of business owners that would purchase one another's goods. Now, how well does that work? Not very well at all. It eventually everybody would get out and have the same amount of money because there's only so much that people can purchase. Okay. Then they realize, oh shoot, we got to pay the underlings that look like us, but we don't really like them too much. That's the real reason why they won't increase certain things. That's the real reason why they feed you certain stuff. And since we are in day 2 of Pride Month and men's mental health, I want to remind y'all something. We gonna dibble dabble in and out of past history, along with the present history. That is the news. If you're going to be a phobe, a homophobe, a transphobe, all of these things, I want to remind you of something. Hatred is not creative. The white supremacist handbook is used across the board. You all want unifying moments. You want to say this is classism, it's not racism, it's this, and we need to unite. You're right. We do need to unite because I will tell you the one connecting factor is the handbook of white supremacy, the tenets of white supremacy that keep getting used over and over and over again. I'm not going to say that they're recycled because once again, when you recycle, you're using a little bit of creativity. You're turning that old water bottle into a sweater or something like that. No. All they're doing is changing the target and they're handing it to you and telling you that it's okay. Why do you think that white supremacists have a hard time understanding why they can't use the N-word? Because they're allowing you to use their rhetoric. When you are sitting there denigrating a trans woman, I want you to really think about the talking points and the tropes that you're using. And I want you to think about when that was used against you, when you were called an abomination, when you're still called an abomination. Either you're called an abomination because you can't pop out no more babies. You don't want to pop out any babies. You're single and you got a cooter biscuit and a set of boobs. You got some melanin in your skin. You're not eugenically pleasing. You're not considered able-bodied. Huh? You're not a man. You're not white. You're not out here pretending to be a Christian, a Protestant Christian at that, because they even differentiate with that. You're all using the same damn talking points. And I have a question I want to pose to everyone that can hear my voice right now. If all of us, except for white, cisgendered, pseudo-Christian men, are abominations, demons, if you will, why are they still residing near us? Why do they do everything to get all of our collective attention to date, fornicate, and everything in between with? Huh? Why are all the rest of us their muses? Why do they require all the rest of us around to keep them alive? Because at one point in time, women who look like me could breastfeed your babies, cook up your food, balance your checkbooks, negotiate, do all of these things. But you would break down and lose your mind by sharing a water fountain with me, sharing a bathroom with me. Sound familiar? Now, all of a sudden, you saying what Israel is doing to Palestine is wrong, which it is, but you are no different than Israel. You are no different than the Zionists. All they did was take Nazis' playbook that the Nazis got from Jim Crow, and they're using it against the Palestinians. You are taking the white supremacist handbook and you're using it against everybody else, and you are not letting it click. But you want to sit here and point fingers at other people and say that they are the reason why we're here. No, baby, no, baby, no, baby, no. The United States is one big old bucket, and we all in here together. And the problem is, while the rest of us are trying to build a ladder to get out of it and be cooperative and collaborative together, you, little pissant, keep chomping on it, making it unstable, keeping all of us at the bottom of the barrel. And at the bottom of that barrel, no one is having any success. At the bottom of the barrel, no one is thriving. All of us are barely surviving. But you've convinced yourself, no, it's not the same. Yes, it is. There is no creativity, no thought process in hatred. It is just one big human centipede moment. You're feeding yourself off of somebody else's shit. And collectively, you're still refusing en masse to deconstruct. And before you push back, go, no, not me, Taz. Deconstruct that. I see the signs that, no, you don't. No, you don't. Because I tell y'all each and every day, you don't know what I see and what I don't see. You don't know all the places that I be. I have warned y'all multiple times because my thing is, what do I always say? We're going to learn together. We're going to help one another. And I don't want, as much as I possibly can, anyone to suffer in any way that I have previously, or if I've watched somebody else suffer. If I can help you avoid that, I will. Now, I done gave y'all the recipe. I done gave y'all the pots, pans, the seasoning, the stove, a little money to pay the utility bill. So you could cook up a little soup to protect you from the infection of an infiltrating, non-deconstructing, white-bodied danger of a woman. And what do I watch y'all do? I watch y'all every morning allow the same person to center themselves over and over and over again. I watch y'all to let this person freeze themselves in time, because I don't know how damn long y'all was a teenager, but I promise you, I wasn't no teenager for 3 decades. Okay, every year I have a birthday. I thought we all did, but evidently I need to be corrected. And I thought that if we needed to take a break, that's what we do. We take a break. We don't make a big fuss about people not bothering us when we ask not to be bothered when we take a damn break. Huh? Huh? Y'all complaining about Trump and MAGA being in a cult, but y'all were slowly forming a cult behind somebody who has the working brain capacity of a 3-day deceased fly. I said what I said. I said what I said. Y'all could sit back and watch black woman after black woman after black woman who's like, you know what? I'm going to do the good work. I'm going to help save the people. I'm going to work for the people. I'm going to do the damn thing. Y'all watch every black woman get ripped to shreds. Y'all tear apart any and everything any black woman has to say, anything that she does. You could have been mad at this black woman from kindergarten. You come across her on social media, you go through her following list and contact everybody and act like what happened in kindergarten happened yesterday to try to cut off any and everything that she could have going for her. But let a white-bodied individual whose voice you ain't never heard and face you ain't never seen come up and tell you the right mix of bullshit. You will stand there, open the door, hold the door open, while that white-bodied demon woman actively destroys the mental health of everybody around, especially a black man. Huh? What? Oh, we're going to talk about it today. It's Talk About It Tuesday. We're going to talk about it today. We got a short week, but I ain't got a short memory. I got fresh tea, and I'm not spilling it. I'm pouring it. If you understand your own mental health struggles, please explain to me how you get up and you decide. This person shares with me every single day that they flip a coin to determine if they're going to continue living. So I am going to, every time I see them smile, every time I see them have a little bit of joy, I'm going to dump on them and I'm going to help somebody. I'm going to help somebody that hides everything about them do the same. What? Huh? You can dig up every grave that you find. That does not resuscitate a person. You can cry a Nile worth of tears. It does not remove somebody's pain. There is no point in a woulda, shoulda, coulda when a person is ice cold. It don't matter when we close the casket. If they could have called you or they should have called you, did they know that they could? Because probably not, because probably they could not. You are consistently showing that the only safe space you are is for tyranny, is for destruction, is for disrespect. And while we're at it, what on this planet possesses so many people to choose to believe a lie over the truth that they see with their own eyes and hear with their own ears? And why are you so quick to forgive and forget the liars, the miscreants, the criminals, the scoundrels, the grifters, the scammers, the con artists, the philanderers, the ain't shit mofos, but not their victims? Why do you have a vendetta against the victims? Huh? Y'all wasn't out here taking to the streets to actively warn people against James Charles, known pedophile, Donald Trump, known pedophile. Okay? All these folks, every other day, there's a new teacher being exposed for being a creep. And then people now want to have an expose. Well, I knew, I've been knowing them since 50, but you didn't say nothing. You was rocking with them until the block got hot for you. Because you thought that you was going to have a seat at the cool kids cash grab table. You thought that if you got close to this person that the money was going to roll in and you was going to have all this notoriety, and then it didn't happen. Now you sitting back, you've been exposed for lying. The person that brought you in was exposed for lying. This person over here done went to prison for lying. This person over here done lost everything for lying and sticking a Peter Whacker everywhere, but it don't deserve. But y'all will still look at their victim and go, nope, this bitch can never prosper. Why? Why? And yet you want to turn around and criticize MAGA. And do they deserve criticism? Yes, because we know they're a bunch of grifting ass liars. They haven't been manipulated. They haven't been tricked, because all the stuff they pass around, they are the ones creating it, passing it around. All of the hysteria, they are the ones creating it. Okay? And everybody else pass, puff, pass, they lie, pass. But you cannot criticize somebody when you're doing the same dirt. Huh? If we both have the idea to rob the U.S. bank on the corner, and we both go in there at the same time to rob the bank on the corner, we both get caught because our plans are contradictory. How dumb do we look sitting in the cell next to one another, criticizing each other for robbing the U.S. bank on the corner? Because that's where we are in society right now. We all had the same idea, and we're all doing the same stuff, sitting around criticizing each other. I, for years, have been doing mutual aid. Now, it's a a trifold reasoning why I started doing mutual aid. One, before we had social media the way we had now, I did my best to try to help people that were in close proximity to me. And I realized so many people didn't realize most of us need help. This country is not set up as a true society to be collaborative and cooperative. With my OG account, a little bit of a wider reach, did my best to help out with natural disasters, because FEMA is a joke. American Red Cross, pretty much joke. Okay? People needed things, especially people who have to take medication regularly, people, that are caregivers, things like that. And then it morphed into mutual aid Mondays. Because with everything I got going on, I can't do it every day. And then I was like, you know what? I want to get people in a position where they can pay it forward. And I want people to not have to keep asking for the same assistance each week, each day, whatever. I made it clear. Gonna start putting together a directory, national, regional, then try to break it down by states, and then hopefully break it down even more. Started yesterday. I see your crash out comments. I see your criticisms. It's not doing what you think it's doing. Did it hurt? Yes. Didn't hurt for the reason you think. Far too many people yesterday showed me you're not in need, you're in greed. And that's what hurt. That's what hurt. Because there are people that know the transition that I am going through, that know the financial heartache and hardship that I have suffered over the past year and a half, that want to help me. And I have asked them not to help me so much to be able to, in a pinch, come through and help other people. I can't tell anybody what to do. I will never try. But I will say, two individuals let me know to say here on the show, and I know they're watching, so I'm going to deliver your message. They've made a list. Unfortunately, this is not a list of who will be helped. It is a list of who they will never help. I'm going to tell y'all, like I told my children, as my mother told me, and my granny told my mother. You never know who knows who, and you never know who knows what, and you never know when somebody is watching. So your complaints, your name calling, your all these things, it was seen, it was heard, it was felt. I said over the weekend on multiple shows something about myself that I think gets overlooked. I am a lot nicer than most of the people that I am close to. I really do not like to be mean. I don't like to go back and forth with people. I like to keep things rainbows, butterflies, and everything else. I am quicker to defend other people. The moment that I feel that I must defend myself, the moment that I feel somebody truly wants my attention, you catch what I'm putting down? That's not the place where anybody needs to be. And at this point, because I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, I'm going to defend myself. And if you have any question about what that looks like, take a look at my stalker right now, who's shaking in his boots. And Jason, I see you because you're reporting this live over on TikTok. There's no need to do that. Just like there was no need to lie about Talina, because she's a little pissed with you saying that y'all had a child together. She trying to figure out where that child at. Yes, they made an actual list like that. There are people that are sick and tired. Sick and tired. And there are people that, especially in this economy, they're not playing with folks. So if you show yourself that you truly don't want help, you don't, yeah. I mean, I've already taken note of some things and some habits. Yeah. Also, in the next 30 to 45 days, be on the lookout. You will be given the opportunity to apply for a mutual aid board. And what is that mutual aid board? You will be able to come on board, help with fundraising ideas, promoting fundraising ideas, and you will have an official vote on volunteer efforts when we are helping with back to school, summer programs, things like that. Checks and balances. Also, Jared Kushner oversees luxury resort project faces anti-corruption investigation amid violent protest. I got you, Ninja. Oh, absolutely, Annabelle. Now, Albanian anti-corruption prosecutors are investigating changes to the protected status of a coastal wetland, sorry, where a luxury resort, Okay, can't talk all of a sudden. Albanian anti-corruption prosecutors are investigating changes to the protected status of a coastal wetland where a luxury resort project linked to Jared Kushner, the son-in-law of US President Donald Trump Sr., has drawn environmental opposition and protest, according to Politico. I will never stop reminding you all that Jared Kushner's father served time in prison for financial fraud and is currently serving in the current Trump administration. Interesting. Speaking of fraud on top of fraud on top of fraud, Tina Peters is free, and she's now asking Trump for a job. Nope, not satire. A MAGA influencer, Dave Rubin, stumbled when he was asked to name just one metric Trump has made better since he took office. You would think that because this is a question that has been asked for over a decade now, that they would at least have a handful of lies. Yeah. And oh, now y'all remember that Marco Rubio technically has a couple titles, okay? He got a couple jobs that he's supposed to be doing. I don't know how he gets one job done because he ain't never in the office. But Tulsi Gabbard needed to be replaced, at least in the interim, right? And who better to take her place than the head of the Federal Housing Finance Agency, the FHFA? Because intelligence, housing finance, they're interchangeable. Is he stepping down from housing finance? No. Does he have experience in intelligence? No. What's his name? William Pult. Or Pulte, depending on who you ask. Now, why was he appointed to this position? This, what I'm going to read, is a quote from what Trump put up on Truth Social. Again, I wish we were in the timeline that this would be an SNL skit, that this would be an obvious onion.com story. But this is real life. Goes, and I quote, William has deep experience managing the most sensitive matters in America, the safety and soundness of the markets, and over $10 trillion at Fannie Mae / Freddie Mac, a substantial increase from where it was just 12 months ago. During this period, he will remain director of the Federal Housing Finance Agency and chairman of Fannie Mae / Freddie Mac. Congratulations to Director Pulte. Still the director of Federal Housing Finance and chairman of Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and now the head of intelligence. This country gone, y'all. No. What? He travels more than Ted Cruz during bad weather. Yep. And let's not forget, we have a new secretary of DHS that likes to leave on Thursday and not come back till Monday morning every week. What did we learn yesterday? is trying to get his wife a part-time cushy job so he doesn't have to pay for her to fly up to see him. How much time do they need in each other's face? Hmm? Oh, yeah, definitely a conflict of interest. Mhm. Now, before somebody comes in and goes, but has Henry Kissinger had two different positions at the same time? They went hand in hand, and it was Henry Kissinger. Of course, the demonic devil could do both. And he wasn't in front of a camera nonstop. He was actually doing the jobs diabolically, but he still did the job. I don't even like him, but these people are doing jobs that don't go together. This is like making a peanut butter and onion sandwich and expecting people to eat it happily. And I promise you, I know somebody's going to come into the comment section going, peanut butter and onion, it's my favorite sandwich. Go play in traffic. Go play. If you're eating that, go play in traffic. And know that that is not marijuana you're smoking. I want you to know that. That is, you're smoking embalming fluid if you're eating peanut butter and onions together willingly. It's peanut butter onion time. Peanut butter onion time. Where he at? Where he at? Way to go. This is why I missed you. You have perfect timing, I promise you. Who's kissing on that? There's somebody that is. Tristina, there is somebody that is like, that's my man, Savannah. My man, my man, my man. It's a good man right there, Savannah. Speaking of somebody, man, if you're gonna troll me, okay, and if you're gonna look, if you're gonna call me stupid, don't be stupid. Number one. Two, if you're gonna say that I'm ugly, please, please wait more than 1 to 2 business days to turn around and make a video or comment in my man's comment section going, I don't know what she sees in him. Am I ugly or no? Yeah, Henry Kissinger was at least smart. Thank you, Jess. But it's like Marco Rubio. Oh, I don't lost track of Marco Rubio's, and Marco Rubio was testifying before Congress. He was still testifying before I started today's show, so unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of notes regarding that. Plus, Mehmet Oz had a presser. It's a lot going on today. They was pissing me off. Okay, they was pissing me off to the point where Harley Pup is not talking to me right now because of all the bad words I was saying to the TV and the monitor, because I had different flipping through different stations and even seeing what other countries had to say about what was going on. So okay, it was sounding like a convention of drunken sailors from 1942 up in this house. The way I was there, free Harley. She ended watching Law and Order. Okay, I apologize. I apologize. I gave her a treat, and I turned on. She liked the OG Law and Order. Uh, with Lenny. Found some episodes with Lenny on there, and she wasn't scared. She was mad. She was looking at me like that is not very demure. That's not very dainty. She gave me that look like we don't do that here. Yeah, Corey. I was cussing, especially after Babe gave her a pep talk like, "Look, we don't cuss in the house. Don't cuss in the house." And then I turned around and was cussing. So when he get here, she gonna tip tap Morse code and tell her she was saying all the bad words. She was cussing real good. You told me we ain't supposed to be cussing in that. She gonna tell. She gonna tell. If the weather wasn't weathering the way that it is right now, I would try to bribe her by taking her outside for like an hour. We don't go outside, but we don't stay out there super, super long. She said, that's not very pink of you. Exactly. After she acted up yesterday, yes, she's still going to judge me. Marco Rubio never cared, okay? Marco Rubio, here's the thing. Marco Rubio has noticed that the base of MAGA likes him. He don't care about nothing else. He's like, as long as I keep them happy, and if you notice the moves that he's making, he does not care about keeping Trump happy anymore. He does not care about smoothing things over with Trump anymore. He cares about the base. And because right now, like we discussed the other day, JD Vance, VP put it in the pullout, and Kankosaurus Rex are going at it back and forth, talking crap about each other, to each other face, behind each other back, the whole thing. Yeah, it's going downhill. And because Susie Wiles can't stand Kankosaurus Rex or put it in the pullout, but she keeps having to tell put it in the pullout, stay off social media. I'm waiting for the story to come out that she done borrowed a chancla and smacked the bespittle out of him. Okay, because one thing for certain, two things for sure. I had a mama who was who had cancer, who passed away due to cancer. And for a period of time, my mama tried to keep working through it. I'ma tell you, when she was going through cancer treatment and trying to still work, one, I don't know where that baby old person strength came from in her body, but two, she was cranky. You know what? Let me correct that. She was downright mean. And I know Susie Wiles, who already admitted, let me remind y'all, in 11, count them up, 11 interviews, said everybody up there is stupid. She was like, everybody in the White House stupid. Stupid. Everybody in this White House stupid. And she even said, Trump has an addictive personality. We don't know what to do with him. And she's like, he was like, yeah, she right. I'm waiting for her to just say, you know what? Enough is enough. Come here, put it in the pullout. And she just, she gonna knock him between the washer and the dryer up in that White House. Okay, she gonna take him to the sub basements of sub basements, and she gonna take him to one of them soundproof rooms. Okay, and she gonna get her full Gotti on him. Okay, she bow boom ping ping pang. She gonna be down there mink 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 mink. Yeah, um. Yeah, you remember DJ Heat? Because I was like, is he gonna agree? And he was like, yeah, you know, she right. Okay. All right. Whoops. Whoops. Not what I meant to click. Hold on. Oh, over on YouTube at TashJ77, there is an update regarding all things Kirk family right now. There was a hearing yesterday, so we're all caught up on that. So Dr. Oz, for those of us that disagree with Trump, this is what Dr. Oz has to say about us. Yep, old school mama style. I'm telling you. This is what Dr. Mehmet Oz has to say about us. Treating stupid people is really hard. Mehmet, when was the last time you successfully and properly treated anybody? Because the way them family pictures are looking, being around you is very hard. A new idea for Taz. Hear me out. 10 Taz commandments for Tazism. You know what? I think you got something there. I think you got something there. Somebody remind me about that later. 10 Taz commandments for Tazisms. So, Dr. Mehmet Oz dismissed Americans who oppose or disapprove of President Donald Trump Sr. or his administration as stupid and lost on Tuesday as he concluded a raucous turn at the White House briefing room lectern while Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt continues her maternity leave. Trump's Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Service Administrator was nearing the end of a nearly half-hour long appearance before the White House press corps when Lindell TV personality Cara Castro Castronueva chimed in to ask the ex-heart surgeon if he had medical advice for Americans with Trump derangement syndrome. I'm I need I need people to understand that words have meaning. Just I'm so tired of this. Well, it means this to me. This is why we can't communicate with one another. Trump derangement syndrome would not be those of us that don't get down with Trump. Trump derangement syndrome, if you look at all the definitions and put them together, would be those in his cult. Those that constantly think about him, those that constantly try to weaponize his name, those that will lie, create memes, create pages to try to justify what he says. For those people that are like, Trump speaks plain, but let me explain to you what he means. Yeah. Oh, he's definitely speaking for himself. Right. Exactly. What does that make Dr. Oz in? Yeah. Just like when I hear people go, well, that's reverse racism. If you reverse racism, that's equity. That's equality. That's no longer racism. And yes, before you go, but Taz, they mean, I know what they mean. I also know what words mean. And I spend a good chunk of my day being irritated by the misuse of such. So I'm just putting it out there. When somebody comes to you and goes, that's reverse racism. Oh, so you want equity and equality, right? Good. So when are we going to kick off this reverse racism rally? When are we going to kick off this push for reverse racism? You got to remind people words have meaning. Stop letting them just say any and everything. Just like when racist white folks tried unsuccessfully to co-op black fatigue, and people started countering, going, I have white fatigue. No, you don't. Because when you do that, you're essentially letting them win and altering and changing the definition of what black fatigue is. Stop doing that. You are black and you are fatigued. That's what black fatigue is. You going, I have white fatigue. Are you white? Sarah Jane Methuselah, are you white? Because if you're not, you don't have no white fatigue. And the white fatigue would be for white people fatigued by fellow white people. And it's especially irritating because y'all do realize what black fatigue was coined and defined and a whole book written about it by a black woman. Can y'all stop letting them steal from us? Please and thank you. Please and thank you. On the inside, you know, bone skeleton. Yeah. I got black fatigue. Yes. I'm just like, oh, good Lord. She's a peach. Oh, yeah. Like it's okay to correct them. Now, also, for the love of all things holy, I know the news can be daunting. I know that here lately, people are not telling full truths. Um, and some of the information is very dense because staffs are being cut down. So they're not so much in some areas saying things in layman's terms. Okay. Part of why I'm here. But please, I need y'all to stop looking at a headline and jumping on it. I need y'all to stop listening to one person speak on something and not tell you where they got any of the information from and go with it, because I did a very thorough breakdown for you guys yesterday regarding the NDAA. gave you the specific section, walked you through what was going on, and so many people still getting it wrong. Like, come on, y'all. If you missed yesterday's, please go back and watch it. We cannot get ahead if you're so comfortable with people telling you wrong things and you repeating wrong things. It does not help any of us. We're not going to get out of this. Okay, that'd be like me trying to tell you, hey, to get out of my city, I'm going to give you the directions, but I keep giving you wrong directions. And everybody you stop and talk to is also giving you wrong directions. And then we're all sitting around frustrated. Oh, you can't get out this. Oh, we just can't seem to get you out the city. Knowing you know I'm giving you wrong directions. They know I'm giving you wrong directions. They giving you wrong directions. We all know that you are. We got to stop. And I say this because of this next story. Ice Barbie's successor blasted for bonkers airport plan. Homeland Security Secretary Markwayne Mullin's plan to shut down liberal cities' airports is getting torn to shreds. Mullin, who replaced Ice Barbie Kristi Noem in March, has repeatedly threatened to remove Customs and Border Protection officers from airports in so-called sanctuary cities and a move that would bar the airports from accepting incoming international flights. I say this because there are so many people on and offline right now, and I don't like defending Kankosaurus Rex, but they're attributing this to Trump. This was Markwayne Mullin. This was his way of trying to impress the boss. He was like, the plane, boss, the plane. Yeah. He wanted to, like, come on. And we have to start calling out the right people right then and there. Also, in case you missed it, Trump decided to cancel his slush fund. Why? Same reason he decided to cancel the lawsuit. A judge was like, hold up, we need to verify this stuff. We need to take a look at these things. Everything that he tries to hide, because that's what Trump has always tried to do when he threatens a lawsuit. He thinks that threatening a lawsuit will hide his indiscretions. After all of these decades, he still does not understand discovery. He still does not understand having to prove that it is worth the court's time to proceed with his lawsuit. So the judge was like, okay, so you were supposed to provide X, Y, and Z to the court the last time, you didn't. But now you're technically supposed to be awarded this fund, because that would be his settlement that he would gift to the Department of Justice. A very long way, roundabout way of doing things. And your family doesn't get investigated. This lawsuit wasn't about an investigation gone wrong. So why is this in here? What, huh? Like, the person has been held accountable for the supposed leak. They're in prison. So when the judge was like, oh, you need to prove X, Y, and Z. Oh, I don't want to do it. And people are out here reporting going, oh, well, it's because of the scrutiny he got. No, Trump doesn't want the truth to come out. It's no different than once upon a time, and I think I've told y'all this before. There were two people that were like, I'm going to make a name for myself. I think Taz is just breaking into money on the social media. I never have. I will say this. When I lost my OG account, I did lose $500. There was $500 in my TikTok bank. It don't get excited. That was money that was accumulated since the beginning of the creator fund all the way up to there. So we're talking like damn near through all of lockdown. I had just not touched it because I was kind of using it as a savings account. Lesson learned, because I was going to let it get up to a certain amount and then withdraw the money. But they decided, you know what? We're going to say this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. comment ban after comment ban after comment ban after post ban after post ban after post ban. Then I lose the account. And I always tell people, if you can't say it out in the open and welcome the rebuttals, that's how I know you're lying. And I'm saying this regarding Trump because look at his court cases. Anytime he has to prove the allegation, he doesn't want any rebuttals. For that, y'all know what time it is. It's time for our favorites. You know her. You love her. We all love her. Because she's smoking.
Hello, hello. It's good to see everyone. How you doing, Taz?
I'm good. That'll learn you. You know what, babe? You keep on. Keep on, Mr. Chaos.
I like the blue glasses. I noticed them today.
Thank you. I
That's
finally
a,
found them.
yeah, that's a cool blue. I really like them. I was like, are those
Yeah.
blue? Hold on. I went real close up to the screen. I was like, those are blue. That's a nice blue.
Yeah, thank you. Cass and Dana J said, "Hey, and Infernal." Yeah, I finally found them. I
Hey, everybody.
did not put some glasses back where they belong,
Oh, so they
and
got
I was
lost in a
cleaning up
sea of
today.
glasses.
Yeah, I was cleaning up today, and I was like, "Is there something sticking out of that bag over there?" Sure enough, that's where my glasses were this whole time.
Oh, well, I'm glad you found them.
Me too. So I went and changed. I was originally in a different shirt. I went and changed shirts just to wear the
So you can match. I love it. Taz is like, wait, let me get my clothes on so I can wear these glasses.
right.
I
Because I
support it.
yeah, I cleaned up, went and got my shower, got dressed, making a cup of tea. I was on. We gonna go change this shirt. Such a ridiculous thing. I found my other hair clip too. Is the one that I've got pulling my hair up. I found all sorts of stuff today. I was like, dang, what?
Finders Keepers Day today.
I was like, it's like Christmas 2.0. It's like I got more stuff than I thought.
Finding
Okay.
things you forgot you had.
Yeah, I still got the the round bucket that I have that I put my shoes in. I still got to get that upstairs. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, and that's why I haven't taken it upstairs yet. But Miss Judge Pants,
Mm. Harley.
I moved it over by her kennel. She gonna look at me like, "This is ghetto. Why is this over
That's
here
her
by
space.
me?"
That's her
Like, girl,
space. That's why.
it's not in your kennel. It's just right here. Leave me. I'm like, look,
It's
I
just
gave you a
next to
treat.
it.
We supposed to be cool. Blue five blue today. Hey, Michael Pruitt. Yeah. Uh, 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 uh. So, all right, y'all. So we went. Okay. So we went from Christy Nome making her boy toy slash
Hmm.
boyfriend her special assistant. To she
Oh,
got fired to now her replacement, Mark Wayne Mullen. Yeah, Mullen. Because I always
Mullen.
accidentally call him Mullet. My brain just wants to is now trying to get his wife a cushy job. Now, if you remember Elon Musk, his position was for 100, he could work 130 days a year. I'm glad
Right.
he has now figured out that technically he could come back and work in 2026. Nobody tell him that. But
Right.
he hit the ground running and worked all of that all at once. But Mark Wayne is trying to get his wife one of those. And I just want to know which one of them cheated.
Oh.
Because he leaves every Thursday to go home to be with her, and he wants to get her this job. Word on the curb is
So he wants to
so
keep
that
tabs.
she can fly for free back and forth to come see him. Which one cheated?
Yeah, that's definitely a situation where he's trying to keep tabs on her. Or vice versa. Maybe she's trying to keep tabs on him.
Because I'm like, and I've seen both of them, so that's why I'm like, who she? Because looking at them, I can't tell.
Like who would cheat
Corey's
with
vote
any of them?
is sounds like she did, not Mark. What? That's his name, Mark. Y'all do know how Mark Wayne got his name? his mama couldn't pick between two of his uncle's names. Why she didn't write
Oh.
one is the first name, one is the middle name. She wrote them both together and never took one of them off. The gag is the uncles in
Hmm.
question are not her brothers. They're her
Oh.
brother-in-laws, her
Oh.
husbands, the Pepe's brothers. And I was like, are we sure he the Pepe?
Right. Is that a 100% match, or are we seeing 85-75?
Because I'm like, if you're on the fence about a name, why did you put anything down on the birth certificate?
Just telling on herself.
And also, why all smushed together by the first name?
People do strange things.
Yeah,
But that's
he was up in Congress too today. Listen, like I told you, it was a lot going on. Marco Rubio, Mark Wayne. Mark Wayne is an idiot. Mark Wayne, I started cussing
oh
when he was like, "Yeah, thank you for letting blah 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 come up here with me because he may be better able to answer the questions than I am."
this administration is filled with nepotism and wheeling and dealing. They all got their hand in somebody's pocket. It's oh
So I was sitting and I was thinking about something. I was thinking about like, okay, like with the guild. If we have a meeting,
mm-hmm.
different people have different roles. Like certain questions, yes, I know that's my wheelhouse to answer.
Yep.
Could you imagine it's something that's supposed to be in my purview, and I go, well, thank you for letting some random person who's not a member of the guild join us today because she's probably better equipped to answer the question.
I don't think that would go over too well. I'm just gonna
The
throw that out
way,
there.
right, the way that immediately there would be a press release. She's still in the guild, but she is no longer the.
Facts.
Like,
We'd have to do some
what?
rearranging.
Right. So I was watching it live on the TV and I was like, okay, hold on. Maybe I'm out of it. So I come in here, pull the streaming part up to back it up, right? No, that's what he said. That's what he said. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to C-SPAN. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I know I started watching it from the beginning, but even still, maybe I missed some background commentary. Maybe I missed an appointment, because like I said, a lot's been going on. Maybe there's somebody got appointed something and I missed it. Okay. I'm not afraid to say that I got something wrong. No, I didn't. No. His assistant knows more about what's going on.
And ladies and gentlemen, that should not be the case. He should know all the things, not somebody else, but him, because that's his job, that's his purview.
And he should have hit the ground running because there's so much under the umbrella of DHS. Mm-hmm. And I remember, I think I told y'all at one point in time, I worked for Pacific Bell. Yes, the telecom company. And the position that I was put into when I was hired to do one thing. Midway through training, myself and a handful of other people were pulled out of training and they were like, hey, we see something in y'all. We want you all to do this over here. Okay. I made it my business to still learn the rest of the original training, get acclimated with the company, its policies, everything, and with what I needed to do. Because we were pulled out because we were taking over for like I guess you could call this a cabinet of people that some were leaving to go to other companies, some were getting promoted. Like these positions, 9 times out of 10, if you wanted a promotion, if you did decent at this, you're gonna get it from there. Okay. The thing that I learned to make sure that it would be as seamless as possible walking into it. Because not to mention, these were your higher end customers of Pacific Bell. These weren't just your regular residential people. And I'm not denigrating people with landlines. I had one. I would probably still have one to this day. If I hadn't gotten accustomed to how convenient it is just to walk around with a cell phone and do not disturb when I don't want to be bothered. But like think of like you having a company like Amazon, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm stepping in to handle your account. You don't want to start over at the beginning and explain everything over to me.
Right.
You want me to come in. That's how Mark Wayne should have come in, especially since, don't forget, y'all, there's been a short list. These people knew who was at the top of the list and going on down that was going to replace Christy Nome. It was just a matter of when they were going to pull the plug on her.
Right. Right.
And I'm
And it
like,
has
he
happened.
thinks that, yeah, he seems to think this should let y'all know the state of too many senators. He doesn't think he has to show up.
Mm.
If y'all have not taken a bit of time, just randomly click on C-SPAN if you can.
And look at the attendance.
The people taking naps, folks,
Just
when
sitting there
they try to
scrolling
lie
through their
to you,
phone.
yeah, or they're like, oh, I didn't have enough time. They rushed this bill. If y'all only knew how much time they have with those bills, when you look at the order of operations, they have so much time and they have help reading through it.
Yeah, from their staffers.
I have read through stuff and done reports quicker than they have, and I don't have a staff. Because what was it? Oh, the last JFK drop.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
for a minute, hey y'all, full disclosure, I did text Jess like, if I need help, can you I think I was gonna get through it. Because I
Right.
was like, wait a minute, there's more. I thought it was like 100 and something pages.
No, it was way more than that.
I thought I
Way
was
more.
doing good. And then I was like, wait a minute, I'm swiping. Why does this keep going?
Right. That was a lot.
Corey, that is still
Never
my
ending.
entertainment. C-SPAN is a little less entertaining now that Marjorie Taylor Greene is gone. Because
Yes.
Marjorie be fighting with everybody and
Yes.
cussing, and she always got peen pics that she want to show on the congressional floor. I don't know
Where
what
she was
this.
getting them all at, but hey, I'm
This
here for
woman
it.
is a serial cheater, but it's very entertaining with Nancy Mason also because Nancy knows the law, so she'll say some off the wall egregious stuff on the congressional floor, and then get outside and be like, "Well, I didn't say nothing. What you mean? I didn't start no rumor about you, girl."
Meanwhile, she's behind the scenes on all of it, just
Yeah,
running her mouth.
because there was one guy. I think because she was engaged and she wasn't engaged. I think this is the guy that broke the engagement because after she was no longer engaged for like, oh my goodness, it felt like 3 months. It may be a little less than that. She kept making accusations about him on the congressional floor. And for those of y'all that may be confused, they can't be prosecuted for what they say on the congressional floor within certain limits. But
Right.
yeah,
For the
so
most
they could
part.
go in there and be like, we can't sue him. We can't do nothing. Now I can catch him in the bathroom.
Right. That didn't work out too well for Nancy Mace either when she was trying to catch people in the bathroom.
Every day, Trump, Nancy Mace posts pray for Trump. She does. She did pray for Trump. Girl, you are gung ho, and I will give her credit. She is the subpoena queen when it comes to the Epstein files. But you want us to pray? You want us to pray that he gets prosecuted or pray he died? What is the prayer I'm supposed to pray? This is why I
Right.
say y'all got
What
to
are
be
we praying for?
specific. Y'all got to be specific.
Very specific, especially on that. Pray for Trump for what? Pray for Trump to get out of office. That's what I'm praying for.
Yeah, there's still somebody mad at me on Facebook because years ago they sent me a DM like, "Hey, girl, can you pray for me?" My
For
prayer
what?
was answered. They should have been a little bit more specific. I mean, they went on to get divorced. Only thing I said is may their family have peace. Their family got peace once they put them out of it.
That's how the peace comes.
And they
Time to go.
believe that it was because of me that their affair was exposed. One, I didn't know you was having an affair. You should have been more specific. Two, I think everybody knows how I feel about cheating. Why did you ask me to pray for you?
Right. Because if you did know, you wouldn't have prayed at all. Probably.
Like, My prayers between me and God and Boab, exactly where to go. She did not specify the type of prayer, but Nana J, she didn't. I'll pray for him, all right, just not the way they think. Exactly. I tr- look. I will honestly say, Trump and his clan with the K are included in every one of my prayers. For those that know me, you should know what that inclusion is. Okay. And before you go and say, well, Taz, have you sent him a gift basket? I tried. Okay. Evidently, I am banned
I was gonna say you probably
for the
banned.
next few years of sending anything to the White House.
Oh, okay. Probably for the duration of the administration.
I tried to send the butlers Christmas cards. They were sent back.
Oh wow.
I can understand. I understand why. I'm not the Lulu. I know why. I am clear as to why. I do pray the Grim Reaper pays him a visit every hour on the hour. Nan J.
That
Okay,
part.
so one,
I love it, Nana J. I love it.
Trump and I have had a long-standing kerfluffle when he was mainly on Twitter. Okay, he loved to keep me blocked.
I was gonna say you
But then
probably
he
blocked.
became a public official, and when you're, a public, you can't block people. He
Right.
thought that he couldn't. And I did allegedly wage a campaign to remind him that he has to unblock me. And then he was no. And then there was like a court case not centered around me, other people that he had blocked.
Yeah, I
Sudi.
remember that. Yeah, I
And,
remember that.
and then they was like, you got to unblock him. So when I got unblocked, allegedly, I added him like, told you, bitch.
I'm not blocked now, am I?
And then when his tete-a-tete with E. Jean Carroll and Stormy Daniels was going back and forth, I was fact checking him. Like, if you're gonna say somebody look like an animal, that's not accurate. You don't want to look like an animal.
That
And there was
part.
like a lot of baboon pictures and stuff. And then let's not forget me and his homeboy Sean Hannity have
I was
had
gonna
some
say that a
scuffles.
couple minutes ago. 'Cause you
But
definitely have issues with
the
him.
Sean Hannity thing is not my fault. He started it and he keeps it up. And then
He has a bruised ego when it comes to you.
Alex Jones and I started a little back and forth because I told Alex Jones he was stupid when he was going through his divorce from his first wife, because over on Instagram,
Ooh.
I didn't think he was over there that much. And was I trying to be shady? Yes, very much so. Okay, that's why I went over to Instagram to do it. Okay.
That's why we went to the gram with it.
People don't expect that type of behavior out of me over on Instagram. On Instagram, they just think that I'm a pretty face. Okay, that's what they get. So I, because when I can't sleep and I'm bored, I like to read court dockets. Because
that's a good
why
habit.
not?
Right.
But I found
You
out
get lots of juicy details in the court documents.
And I got one where he admitted in divorce court that he didn't think anybody would take him seriously because he's playing a character on InfoWars. So I screenshotted it.
Oh.
He liked my post. Did I tag him? No. Okay.
But he saw it.
He knew what I was doing. I would say I wonder why, but then
he was keeping tabs on Taz.
So, and then I was like, you are stupid. Why do you like it? You're stupid. Like, do you think I'm a fan? He was like, you are a fan. I'm not. You want me to die.
That's the furthest thing from a fan. No, thank you, sir.
And it stopped. And then he did the whole, the water is turning the frogs gay.
Oh, yep.
And I may or may not have engaged in a little dance trend that had to do with so which riled him up all over again. In some way, somehow, he weaved that into a discussion on Trump. And I may have allegedly commented in the comment section of his podcast post that day.
Allegedly.
Y'all still stupid. And how do you explain you not being a frog and you still gay?
Right.
So yeah,
I don't think he liked that very much.
And then remember, Trump used to be homeboys with Mitch McConnell. And Mitch the glitchy bitch and I, we got a history, okay? For me, entertaining, wonderful history. For Mitch,
Didn't you used to send him stuff too?
I don't think he likes me. But I will say there's been a lot of mashed potatoes between us, a lot of glitter,
Oh,
a lot of tadpoles and frogs. I think we're co-frog parents at this point. So
oh,
there's reasons. There's reasons. Um,
why
and
you're
then there
blocked?
was the whole. There were a few others. There were some heated words at some local offices. Um, and a few
Just heated
people
words.
may have been sent
A bag of dicks.
that and some pizzas with some messages written out in edible glitter atop them. Maybe,
Oh,
allegedly, I heard. If you hold your head down to the ground, you might hear it too. So it's reasons. It's reasons. I just, I put a little razzle. I told you I season everything, okay, including how I choose to protest.
right, right.
The turtle being
Definitely,
glitching.
definitely got points for being creative.
So
Some razzle dazzle, some pizza with edible glitter and a message. I'm here for it. That's creative
it was, at the time, a
and
certain
edible.
mart of wall had some frozen pizzas on sale, and there was a period of time that there was a store where you could get like restaurant supplies from that had like
Mm-hmm.
pizza boxes that were really quick, surprisingly, to assemble.
Mm-hmm.
And you can work some magic with a printer
Yeah.
and some hodgepodge.
And a little bit of creativity.
I just figured somebody would have caught on because there's no pizzeria called Tastastic's Tasty Pizza. I thought for sure this wasn't gonna.
She's like that. You're like, that's tell number one. Like, this pizza place does not exist yet. You were able to send the pieces out. I'm here for it. That's funny. I
And
want to
given
know
that
what
I
messages
didn't
said.
deliver them, I wasn't alone.
Right. You had some co-conspirators. Okay, I see.
I get, I get a little
Involving
creative.
other people on your gag. I love it.
Just like I'm very
What are we doing
creative
today? We making pizza.
on my bi-weekly letters to random members of Congress.
Oh,
Yeah.
you eventually get them all.
Yes.
You keep it popping.
Well, pizza boxes are always easy to assemble. I didn't know that. I had never worked at a pizzeria. I never thought about it.
Sometimes
I was just like,
I have trouble closing them back up sometimes. Sometimes you get that pain in the ass box that doesn't want to quite
yeah,
close right after you open it. That's me. I always have that problem.
I always get that. And then I was like, 50 boxes, huh?
50. That's a whole lot of glitter.
Hey. And there
I
was
didn't know
one
they had
time
edible glitter.
I got I think I contributed to the shortest MAGA protest ever.
Oh,
Because you can buy like the coffee shop style like coffee cups.
mm-hmm. Yes, you can.
Y'all remember being a kid making mud pies and mud drinks?
Yes, I did that
Do
all
you
the
know if
time in my
you get the
backyard.
levels correct of dirt, sand, and water mixed together, you can make it look like a latte?
Yeah, yes, that's what you did. I'm screaming.
Allegedly.
Wow. Allegedly.
And I was like, here, free coffee for MAGA, free coffee for MAGA.
Cups of mud. Wow. And it does look like a latte. I'm like picturing it in my mind right now. It's like, yeah, you got the
Yeah.
right color and everything.
And then I'm like, y'all didn't notice I'm the only black anything standing here. And y'all took coffee from me. You know what? I saw a video yesterday on TikTok where this woman, she made a good point. She said, now she was talking about men, but I feel like this applies to MAGA too. She said, you can just ask a man to come over and look at your basement. He'll just walk down there and look at stuff all willy-nilly. And she's
Mm,
like, and I'm pretty sure about 95% of the time they'll eat anything and drink anything you put in front of them. And I
hmm
was like, what? That is true. Yeah,
Taz
because
got the new chocolate pie. It's the
I'm just sitting here
latte.
like, do I look like I would? First of all, do I look like I would be chilling with MAGA? And two, do I look like I would have spent money on y'all? I mean, technically, I did buy the cups, but I also had a coupon. And the cups
So it
needed
doesn't
to be
count.
used.
You had a
Okay,
discount.
anybody
It
who
doesn't count.
like anyone who has a Meyer near them, if you sign up for the Meyer card,
Hmm
or whatever purchase it, you can buy something once. They will keep sending you coupons for that one thing. And
Yeah.
I bought cups for the church one time for the coffee. And when I buy them, I get the ones with the lids.
hmm
Not because really anybody has spilled it. It's just certain people want lids, certain people don't. And these are people in class that will sit next to each other. And I was tired of the arguments over.
Right.
I think your lips touched my cup of coffee. First of all, both of y'all were 175 years old. Whatever, just swap whatever y'all got, because the Lord is waiting on you. He calls you every night. Y'all are not picking up.
Oh shoot!
Wait, Inferno, dog poop rollies. Lord have mercy.
Wow. I'm not handling dog poop any more than I have to. I'm throwing that out there. That's that's a bridge too far for me.
Now
Creative, but
there is. It's an urban legend because I have not found anybody who can substantiate it, but there was a bit of urban legend in northern Kentucky that there was a group of protesters that were going around paying people when they would see them walking their dogs, if they had a smaller dog, for
oh,
the bags of dog poop, and that they were wrapping them up in Tootsie Roll things and dropping them
oh,
off to MAGA people. Like I said,
oh.
could not confirm it, so I'm gonna say that it's urban legend.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, that is,
I
I'm
could
not
see somebody doing that. I could
yeah.
definitely see somebody doing that. That's wild though. What? Got to handle the poop. Got to roll it up in the paper and package it back up and send it out. That's crazy.
And then there's Ocean's Ozempic, the octogenarian bingo club members that would just pull up on people and fight. Did I tell y'all that they spent one day going like coffee shop to coffee shop, pharmacy to pharmacy, hitting people with their canes that had MAGA hats on?
No, who did this? Oh, I want their autograph.
Yes, the Charlamagne Shenanigans and her crew. Yes, she's
Oh,
80. Okay.
oh
She
wow.
looks like a real life fairy. Like if fairies
Mhm.
were real, yeah.
It would be her. Okay.
And I found out because her son and her niece called me. Like, are you with them? With who? I was so confused. Like, with who? Like,
The
what's
Cane
not?
Brigade.
And I was like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm not supposed to be. I was like, I knew the next day they had, because they got banned from 2 delivery services, that there was some packages that were coming that I would have to take to them respectfully. I was like, but no. They're like, so you don't know nothing about them hitting people.
With the cane.
Pause. We're not just going to wait. How did this escalate to this? What, huh? They gave the I said, well, do you know where they? No, we're trying to figure out where they're at. I said, well, did anybody take their cell phone with them? They called. These mofos all took their little flip phone, Obama phones, right?
Mhm.
Left them at the shaman's son's house.
Oh wow.
So when they called one, they heard it and saw the rest of them on the table. So I guess they thought to call me. I said, no, I'm not with them. I'm not anywhere around them. But I think that they stopped taking me along with the shenanigans because two of them was like, I feel like she'll snitch. And you're right. I'm not going to jail with y'all. Y'all
I'm
got
telling
a whole
everybody.
leg and a foot and ankle in the grave. I don't. I'm not going down with y'all. Mm-mm.
Yeah, there's different things at stake for an 80-year-old versus a 40-year-old.
Right. Like, let's not forget the one time I took the head to the pharmacy and she bippity boppity boop. She laid somebody out. And I'm like, you could have gave me a heads up. Could you have waited till I paid for my stuff first? Like, go get in the
Right.
car. Come on, we got to go.
Well, at least wait till I start leaving the store. Because I can have a little separation from
And
you.
this wasn't like a Walgreens pharmacy. This was like an old school, like standalone. It's just the pharmacy, mom and pop pharmacy. Like the pharmacist can see the whole store.
Yeah,
from
they just
behind the
stand on
counter.
their little elevated floor looking out over everybody. Yep.
And I'm looking at her like, girl, this is I couldn't get my pain medicine for you. I'd have punched you. Like, what is going on here?
Start the
she was
commotion
wild
after I
with it.
get what I get.
Right. And I looked at her like I thought that was your friend. She was so serious when she was like, please stop thinking. What?
Oh, damn.
This is why you a felon. This is why you a felon. Go get in the car.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'm not a felon. Oh, so all these arrests, no convictions. Okay, Cat Williams.
Trying to get you tossed up into some trouble.
This day to day, they are the geriatrics. That's why I call them Ocean's Ozempic, because I'm like, what is wrong? And here's the thing. I met her. I met her niece. And I should have known when they said she couldn't be at home alone. It was a couple years ago, shortly after we got out of COVID lockdown. Everybody in her family had to work right before Thanksgiving. And they were like, well, the weekend of Thanksgiving that year. They said, hey, can she sit with you for like 2 hours? Oh, sure. Cool.
Come hang out.
She goes, hey, can my friend come over? They're 80. I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah, that's when I also met Octo Robin. These bitty bitches trying to plan an escape. Come about hop the fence in the back. Do I look like I hop fence? Why are we hopping fences? What is going on?
Can you hop a fence, Miss 80-year-old?
And I'm just like, what are we doing? Like, this is why they said you can't sit by yourself.
They're plotting and scheming to try to set you up too.
And then all of a sudden they decided we besties. I'm like, how did I get put into a bingo gang? And yes, bingo is evidently a contact sport because they go at it. It's gang activity.
Oh yes,
and I'm like,
bingo is serious. Can't mess with bingo.
There was a fight over a man from bingo. What is?
Ooh, that's dramatic.
Yeah. The shaman, quote unquote, won the man, then got bored with him real quick, and then looked at me like, so what am I supposed to do with him? I don't know. Send him out to pasture.
Right. Throw him away. I don't know.
I don't want to play these reindeer games. Leave me off the island of misfit.
Like, how did I get dragged into this?
Tom is never a felon. You got that right.
Delinquent activities of the 80-year-old.
And this is the same woman that thought for a solid year and 2 months that it was hilarious to find new and interesting ways to dose me with the marijuana.
First time, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, she brought me some tea again. I'm thinking, sweet old lady, because looking at her, she looks so sweet, so innocent, like the grandmama of the grandmamas. So I'm like, oh, I don't feel why I drink the tea. Oh, I had a show that night.
She got you good.
Those that watched that show to this day, they were like, we could see the moment that it took over. They said it just waved over me.
Just went over your whole face.
I was fighting for my life. Then I was like, okay, cool. I'm not taking any more tea from her. Okay. She brought me some cookies and cream bars. Think lemon squares, but with cookies and cream.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, these are good. And she was like, don't eat so many. And I'm like, girl, they're small. It's fine. Like, I'm not worried about gaining weight. And then she's like, she's like, if that's how you feel. And she leaves. And I'm like, she gifted them to me.
popping them like candy, and here comes the side effects out of the
It
blue.
was bad. It was so
How
bad.
many how many did you eat?
Like half of the pan. I don't even know how many it was. I ended up calling Courtney, Courtney, from the
Yep.
downstairs closet to get instructions on how to get out of the closet. For those of y'all that don't know, my good friend Courtney at the time was like 3.5, 4 hours away from me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then I was like, okay, no more sweet treats from her. If it's not prepackaged, I'm not taking it. Well,
Right.
sister girl bought one of those machines that you can for people who sell candies and stuff to pack.
And
Yeah.
you can reseal packages. Oh wow.
So then I just decided I'm not taking anything from her.
I'm gonna say
Absolutely nothing.
nothing is safe. Nothing.
And then I found out from her son, he was like, yeah, she started doing that to me at 17.
Oh shit.
So you weren't gonna warn me? He was like, well, it's a
She's
rite of passage around here.
she's a
I'm not
habitual
in y'all
doser.
family. We're not related. I'm not in your family. What are you?
You got dragged into the shenanigans.
There was one time she got me so good. I promise you, first of all, it was a wonderful sleep, but I promise you, it felt like I slept a decade.
Mm.
I woke up and thought I slept through Trump going on to the lowercase place.
Oh,
When I realized, and I was watching TV, like, oh, I just want to find some footage of his memorial service. And then he walked out for a press conference. I was mad. And I was like, girl, you got some more of that. Put me back to sleep.
right. I want to have that moment of bliss back. Hold on.
I have something that looks like ash. Oh my goodness. Oh no, I can't do that. But I'm looking at this woman. Yeah. Now there was one time for one Christmas, she let me take one picture because she decided I was going with her to go get Chinese food.
Mm-hmm. Love Chinese.
And she's like, well, when I come, she's like, I'm going in here to pick up my order. When I come out, I'll stop for a second. You get your picture. And she's like, you can put it up for 24 hours. So I put it in my story. And the amount of people who saw it was like, yeah, she does look like a fairy. I told y'all. And it's like, well, can you post the picture again? No, because randomly she convinces somebody to let her go through their account to look at stuff on social media. And I was like, no, I'm afraid she will see it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, what do you think she'll do to you? All the bad things.
We don't want to test it. We don't want to find out.
One time she saw my content and she was like, you don't have a proper microphone? Like she bought me the little lapel mic.
Oh, wow.
Like, man, my content, I'm just using the mic from my phone.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, and you're still holding on to that phone. The phone that ended up like completely falling apart, but
you were holding on for dear life.
I'm like, girl, I'm broke. Hey, DJ.
My phone is taped together, ma'am. I do not have microphone money.
And she hit me with the how you got lady parts and you're broke.
Oh, ouch.
Ma'am?
Damn.
Man, what have you been doing your whole life?
That's straight for some change.
Her and the ladies from Ocean's Exemplic, all of them are sitting pretty on some money, okay? Because they used to sit pretty on some military men.
Oh. They were going for the score.
Just also, yeah. Twin, all sorts of judgments. I was like, what the? Yes, exactly, Jay. That's how she got 3 houses. And I'm glad you brought that up, Jay, because I was stunned. I thought she just lived 2 doors down from me.
Oh.
No, this girl had 3 residences.
3? That's a lot. Oh, she was definitely like, strange.
You ain't sold one of them yet? She's talking about, don't nobody need to know where I'm always at.
Oh. She was bippity boppity booping from one house to the next, playing hide and go seek. Can't find me now. Oh, you thought I was like, over there? Girl. No, I'm over here.
I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? Like,
oh shoot!
But they're the same ones after years of torturing me for their entertainment. When one MacBook died. They're the ones that showed up and was like, here for your birthday, here's a MacBook.
Oh, that's sweet though. That's
Yeah, it
nice.
was sweet after I verified that it was actually the MacBook in the box. Because at that point, I didn't trust them. Okay, because I knew I was their entertainment, and they always get,
Hmm.
"You're just so naive."
Right. Catching you off guard with a
So
MacBook
I
box.
just,
You
I
got to
had to
make
make sure because there's like,
you
"You
didn't
opening the
trust it.
box right now?" Yes, because I feel like if I don't open the box with y'all standing here, y'all gonna be laughing outside the door, and like a bunch of snakes gonna pop out or something. Like,
Mm.
no.
You were like, I need a witness for this. One of you to witness this
Yeah.
for my safety.
Because I'm like, that or like some type of fairy weed dust is gonna pop up out of this box, and then I'm gonna wake up and it's gonna be 2032.
You wake up in the next realm.
Right? Like, no.
Oh, messing with them. Yeah. It's plausible.
I'm like, no,
I, I definitely understand your hesitation. I wouldn't trust it either.
yeah, because my other neighbor was like, "That's so disrespectful. I would have been over the moon over the gift." I said, "No, no, no. I'm very appreciative. I am over the moon." I said, "But you've watched what they've done.
Hmm.
We're not."
One setup after another. I think I've learned my lesson. I have to proceed with caution.
I was like, absolutely, absolutely not.
They had
Just
their
like
fun
they
with
were the
you.
ones that told me about the wake up in Narnia. You're right, twin. They told me about the random house. Picture the house from the Pixar movie Up being
Okay.
behind a dairy bar. And for those of y'all that don't know what a dairy bar is, think of a small version of a Baskin Robbins. And I
Okay.
was like, why are we going to the back? And they're like, there's a house back here. Y'all don't kidnap me and put me back in this house. And they're like, no, 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 no. Sure enough. Sure enough. And
Okay.
it's not like, oh, it's the back of the house. No, 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 no. You drive into the parking lot, go to the back.
Mm-hmm.
The back parking lot is technically the part of the driveway to that house. How do you even sell the house? How do you,
Right.
and then I'm like, wait a minute. When the dairy bar is closed, they have one of those gates that come out and close in front, and they lock it. How does the person? You know what? I was like, I'm gonna ask too many questions. I'm gonna just go home. I'm never coming back to this dairy bar because now I'm questioning the ingredients that are being used on the other side of the.
Right. Who's behind this operation here? I don't trust it one bit.
And I'm like, how do y'all know that it's back? Why are you driving back there? Because of the size of the parking lot. I know there was a back part of the parking lot because of how
Right.
big it was. And it connects to the one dog park I told you about that they just served beer,
Oh yeah. Okay.
which I'm like, that is so weird because people are like, how come you don't take your dog? Because all they serve is beer. And you gotta purchase something to stay at that dog park. I don't
Right.
drink beer. And I don't want to sit and drink beer and still gotta get home.
Right.
Exactly what you see. Don't be suspicious. So I'm like, how did y'all know to go back? And then I realized who I was talking to. I realized who I was talking to. Y'all probably didn't try to pull a heist on that house back there. You know what? Just leave me out of it. Just
I don't want to be part of the setup. I don't want any parts. Trying to get you in trouble.
I was like, mm-mm. Like that was about as suspicious as like when my youngest son's wife went into labor, and I go to the hospital, right? And it was after hours, so I went in the side door. And before I said anything, I didn't say who I was there with. He looked at me. He was like, "You're here for blah blah blah." Is she the only one giving labor? No. I
Then how did
know
you
who I'm
know?
here for.
Right.
They described you. What in
Oh wow.
particular did they describe? Your glasses, your shoes, and your cup.
Oh, just telling all the business. Look out for this lady.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay.
They were given a warning.
Oh, twin, when I got up there, um, because I was like, hey, don't call me until she's comfortable with people being there, because some people are like, hey, they don't want people sitting there forever and all this other stuff.
Yep.
And I technically live the closest. So I was like, you know, I can be low on the list. Like I can be there. Like I was 3-4 minutes away.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't just my son and my daughter-in-law that said that. No, her parents had described me. My other children who had popped up had described me. My nemesis had described that wench.
Oh.
And my milk dud head ass brother had described me. And evidently my dad had called up there to describe me.
So everybody was in on it, dropping the dime on Taz.
Your glasses look aggressive. These are my what does George call it? My Dexter glasses.
I like them. I'm
like
digging the glasses today.
And they kind of okay. give y'all some insight into the mind of Taz when she's picking glasses. For some reason, when I saw these frames specifically in this color, to me, they look like an old school comic strip.
Okay.
Like color and the style. That's why I got.
I know what you mean. The ones with the dots on the faces.
Yeah, Jamila, I could not sneak in if I wanted to, because I was just like, because there was a lady there were actually 2 ladies in front of me, so I was just standing there patiently, off to the side. One lady goes up. I'm reading the little signs all around the little window that you got to check in at when you get through the first door.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just, just making sure, because a lot of people in my family at that particular hospital have delivered there. So I'm like, I believe I know all the rules, but you still want to look at the signs, make sure,
You're following protocol and where you got to be at and where you're in the right place.
Yep. I didn't even get a hello. I didn't even get my hand all the way up to wave. And the 2 ladies ahead of me, because it's a long hallway, they're not even all the way down to the hallway to push the little thing to get through the door to get into the main hospital. No. Are cracking up. They done turned around and look. And I'm looking at it. You couldn't wait till they got through the door. Right. This is a whole tunnel. It's going to there's no other place for it to go but the camera. Okay, pimping. Okay, pimping.
Set you up with an audience.
And then I get up there. Most of the nursing staff on duty that night know me, and they're like, "Oh, she's in room blah blah blah. You want to go in there and speak for?" I'm not a part of the crew that's going to be in the delivery room this time.
Right.
It hit me with, you're always in the delivery room. You sure we got the blankets that you like? I'm not on. I'm a guest tonight. I'm not a worker.
Right. I'm here visiting.
Well, we told her you here, and she said for you to. I'm supposed to be just, I'm gonna go do this, and then I'm gonna go sit. What is wrong with y'all? About what snacks you bring in your bag this time?
Oh, see, everybody does know snacks. Taz got the snack bag.
Yeah.
I'm like, not just at church, it's everywhere.
And see, that's one of the things about living in small places, because that hospital has more stuff going on. There was a hospital that's closer to me, but you weren't getting all the bells and whistles there. But that one, yeah, they knew me.
Yeah.
They straight hit me. What snacks you got?
They knew you, and if they didn't, they were warned about you.
Just pulled out the bag. Here you go. Yeah, because there were 2 new nurses. They were like, "This the one?" Girl.
And you're probably standing there like, "What? Oh, me?
Like,
what did I do?"
And they're like, "Oh, nothing. You making noodles tonight?"
Oh, shoot.
No, I'm not making noodles.
But you got the snacks.
Yeah. And the one was like, you can use our coffee maker up here.
Oh.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm aware.
Pull out your collapsible cup and make some coffee, put it in there.
Yeah, they told all my secrets, Jamila. And one person was like, "Oh, and we knew you were coming. We got some hazelnut creamer for you."
Oh. Wow, very specific. Nice. Trying to make you comfortable. Make
One
sure
of the
you had
new
all the
nurses
things
was
you
like,
like.
"How do y'all know her?" And they're like, "Well, every couple of months, a family member of hers is up here giving birth, having a surgery, something, and her sister-in-law works here." She's like, her sister-in-law, they like each other. She's up here a lot.
Mm. Taz is a regular here.
Yeah.
Regularly on the lookout for another family member or a friend.
I was just like,
Yeah,
okay, well, at least everybody knows that I'm nice. Cool, 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 cool.
right.
I was just like, dang. Like, just
Everybody knows about Taz.
like,
Taz is
yeah,
like, I
the
hope it's
truth,
all
the
good
real
things you're
deal.
hearing about me. I hope it's all good stuff. Gosh.
Right. Just like the nursing home my paternal grandparents were in, and then the assisted living facility that my granny was in. Yeah, I'd come in. The one time when I went to go visit my granny, they're like, "Oh," because I stopped to sign in, and I was waiting for the person to come. And they're like, "Why are you touching the book? 'Cause the rule said I gotta sign it." At this point, we need to give you a badge. If you don't go back, she waiting for you. And did you get her tikka masala? Yes, I got her chicken tikka masala. How do y'all know what I was supposed to bring?
She told him.
Yep.
Be on the lookout for Taz. She's bringing me something
And then I was like,
special.
since I no longer have to sneak this stuff in, does that? And they were like, no, you still got to bring us a pie. Okay, here's the bag with
Oh.
the pie in it.
We
Cause
still need the bribe.
I used to, cause my granny, when she got older, there would be times she would be in the ICU.
Mm-hmm.
So to be able to sneak her in the food that she wanted, because she was not going to eat hospital food, depending on the hospital she was in.
Right.
I knew some of the nurses, so I would either make them a sweet potato pie or apple pie or something like that and slide it to them. And then in the assisted living,
Mm-hmm.
for a while, because her favorite was like Indian food. They were like, ah. But then they moved her away from some people who had some allergies. So I wasn't supposed to have to bribe them anymore, but I still did.
Right. Just to
That's
keep
middle
everything
name was Snacks.
copacetic. Yep.
It is. Okay. My obsession with snacks, I get it honestly. I've told y'all how my mother would go when she went out to dinner. She would order dessert to eat there and order her meal to be made and packaged for when she left. And then my
Mhm.
granny, like, I don't know when it started, but like every Saturday we'd get together,
Mhm.
go shopping. We'd have snacks in her car, and my papa kept snacks in his car. I guess that's why I started having like a container to keep snacks in the car too when the kids got older and had activities. And we'd have snacks in the car. We'd have like lunch and stuff out. Everything like kind of. Now that I think about it, me, my granny, my mom, and my auntie were the golden girls. Because
That's
I'm
not a
like,
bad group to be.
I needed to talk to them. We had cheesecake and we sat around the oh my god!
Not the
Golden girl.
cheesecake. I'm choking. I'm
So yeah,
screaming.
that's what we would do, and
Have your little powwow over some cheesecake.
yeah, and
Awesome.
like my mom gained an obsession for Law and Order, and we would sit and watch Law and Order with chocolate cake, not like slices of chocolate cake. No, just get a chocolate cake. She'd get a fork, I'd get a fork, and we sit there and eat it while
Oh, okay. That's fun. I want some chocolate cake. I want
So yeah,
cheesecake too. See, you always making me hungry.
that's what we do. Now there was one time, boy, did we do some fat shit. Okay.
That shit. Big back, big back.
There was some type of storm, and the four of us, we were at my granny's house. Everybody else was at our house. How that happened, I don't remember how or why that happened. Now, my granny had a thing for, especially if we spent the night around the time, like right before Arsenio Hall would come on, we would make like some type of dessert. Now, she had one pie pan that had like a cheesecake recipe written in the pan.
Oh, okay.
So we decided to make that, right? But then my aunt was like, well, we got some ingredients to make a chocolate cake. My mama, big back ass, decided that halfway through the cooking process for the cheesecake, we would take it out and cook the chocolate cake halfway and then put the chocolate cake as the middle layer,
Mm-hmm.
finish cooking it together, and then icing it all up.
Oh,
I'm
that's
surprised.
that's some big back activity right there.
Yeah,
Sounds good. Was it delicious?
it was. This is why when people tell me like about like, oh, if you stayed up to watch Arsenio Hall with your granny and they would talk about shows, first of all,
It was snack
that's
time.
once or twice a month with my granny. It wasn't like I was watching all of the shows, okay? I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
allowed to be up that late. And two, 9 times out of 10,
Because
I would
Arsenio
forget
came
to
on
call.
late. That was a
Yeah.
late. I think it was 11 or 12. Arsenio came on.
And then think about it. Your granny handed you like fresh apple pie and like a couple scoops of ice cream. Yeah, I'm hyper. I don't know what Arsenio's saying. Then chocolate cake with
You're just
cheesecake in the
happy you
middle.
got pie.
I'm on a sugar high. I don't know what's going.
Right. Look, I'm not concentrating on TV. I'm concentrating on my plate of food.
And my poor papa, the king of a trunk full of little Debbie's, would wake up in the morning mad. So y'all just gonna keep not waking me up to share the snacks with me.
I had pie. They had pie without me. What the hell?
And my granny was like, she would say my aunt and uncle, they didn't get any. And she would say my brother, like, they didn't get any either. And then he would stand there for a minute, perplexed each time and go, the two of you ate. Yeah,
Yeah,
we did.
with
And we're
no
gonna
shame.
do it again tonight.
Mhm.
We're gonna do it again tonight. Don't
While
get
you were
it twisted.
sleeping. While you were sleeping, we ate a whole pie. We ate
And
a
keep
whole
in
chocolate
mind,
cake.
my papa is the man that I told you because people were like, I was a teenager, you would go to concerts with your grandpa because he would go and fall asleep. He would pay for whatever ticket. I would have the best tickets. He would get something to eat and go to sleep.
Through the
He would
concert.
either hand me cash or his credit card.
Mm-hmm.
He would tell me what I was allowed to get, what I wasn't, and he knew I wasn't going to venture too far because of my anxiety.
Right.
He slept through a music festival where Gerald Levert came down to the floor seats
Mm-hmm.
and was running around singing and slipped and fell right in front of my papa. Crowd erupted in laughter. My papa did not move. He
He
did
was
not
still
wake up.
sleeping.
That
Oh
man was
wow.
gonna get his sleep. Okay, he was gonna get his sleep back. His favorite saying for the weekends is he said he wasn't putting lotion or no type of anything on till Monday when he had to go back to work because he said, and I quote, I'm waiting for my natural oils to come
Oh, okay. Natural oil.
out.
I love that.
Yeah, like he would, and don't be in the bathroom too long because when you come out, he just walk past and just crinkle up his nose and goes, "Did you do?"
Putting you on blast.
He's like,
I'm like,
"Did
damn.
you do?" And there was one time I was changing clothes, and I was like, "No, I changed clothes." He was like, "Oh, our bedrooms aren't clean enough for you? They're not my bedrooms, and you
Mm.
got 2 bathrooms." Like, he's like, the only person that used the bathroom downstairs is your granny. And I thought about it, like, who does use the downstairs? My granny had all her hair supplies, everything. Because I'm like, where does granny do her hair at?
Downstairs in
And
the
until he
bathroom.
said that, I was like, who does use the bathroom downstairs? And I was like, yeah, everything is set up specifically for her. It was nice and tidy. Like you could go in there. I don't know why, even if we were downstairs, why we didn't. And then adulthood hit. And I realized when you came downstairs, if you didn't know when you came out the hallway to look to the right and go all the way to the back, you wouldn't know the wall and everything. It was flush with that door.
Right.
And there were bookshelves right there. Of course, there were. And I was like, I think we forgot that the damn room existed.
Right. Right. You walk by it every day, but forgot it was even there.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay.
You got a whole bathroom hidden back there.
Mhm.
Everybody was still going upstairs to use the bathroom.
Yeah, everybody went upstairs. And I remember there was one time two of my brothers had to go at the same time and they wouldn't go in the bathroom together. And my mom was like, "You're related and you're both boys. Like, it's okay to go in together." Like,
Right.
she's like, "I'm not telling you to cross streams. Like, just no." And she's like, "Well, go downstairs and go to the bathroom." And one of my brothers was arguing my mother down. There's no bathroom downstairs. I didn't say anything because I was like, "Is there a bathroom?"
Trying to run through the layout of the house in your head, like, damn, wait a minute, is there?
Like, she did used to live with them, so I mean, she would know. Like,
Right.
and then I was like, "Oh shoot!" And this is during the time where, like, every Saturday we had a movie night at my grandparents' house downstairs.
Wow.
And then I was like, you know what? I never stayed awake long enough to have to go to the bathroom.
The room was hidden in plain sight.
I was just like, what the? Huh? Alrighty. Oh, okay.
There really is a bathroom back here. Damn.
And she took my brother down there, and he was like, "Oh, it is down there."
No, I'm
Still,
sorry.
next time, still didn't use it down there. It's like I had an argument with one of my aunts because she wanted me to go get a chair out of my grandparents' garage to bring up the steps.
Oh,
I was like, "You don't need that." She's like, "There's no chairs on the deck. I looked outside." Well, do you need a new prescription because there's benches built into the deck?
oh wow.
Just go
Wow.
out and sit down. And then there was a table that had chairs to the table. But I'm like, the benches, like,
There's
and
a
my
whole wall of seat.
yeah, my papa did it on purpose because there was one particular place he wanted the grill to be and always have the grill on that side, and he didn't want anyone putting seats over
Right.
by the grill for safety purposes. And I'm looking at her like, she's like, "There's not seats out there." One of us need new glasses. It can't be me because these like old. You
The whole wall of seat. Choose one.
yeah, you know what, Secret? You're right. She said, "I don't think our children understand how we grew up. We didn't go in their space. The strangest thing." Yep, because
Yeah, there was only certain places in the house I was able to go at my grandmother's house, and I could see not knowing where certain things are or having
and
a
I'm
whole room
still
hidden.
that way. I get tickled at people who get frustrated with me in their house when I'll ask, like, "Oh, do you have this?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, it's here." Okay, where is that? "Oh, you don't know? I don't live here."
Right.
And they're like, "Well, I figured you would have just, looked around and found it. You think when I come and visit you, I'm just getting lost in the house?" No.
Right. And just wandering around. I don't do that.
No.
I go to one room, the living room. That's what I know.
Just like my baby brother, his previous house.
Mhm.
I did not know that their main bedroom had a bathroom in it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I knew that there was a bathroom by the front of the house, full
Mhm.
bathroom. Okay. And I had said something to my sister-in-law because I was like, "Do you just take your clothes in the bathroom?" Because, like, bathroom was in the front, their bedroom's in the back. Like, you pretty much have to walk the span of the house.
Right.
Like, after a shower, I was like, "You probably get a little chilly going to the bedroom." And she started laughing. She's like, "Girl, we got a bathroom in our bedroom." She's
Oh,
like, "You didn't know? Girl, how would I know what's in your bedroom?"
right.
I was like, "I keep forgetting that the door to your bedroom is in the corner. Like, when you're in their living room,
Mhm.
you don't really notice it, but in
Right.
the corner, there's a door."
And that's the bedroom. Yeah, I'm not in
and
the
I
habit of
was
going
like,
in other people's bedroom.
I never thought about that. And she's like, "Oh, I figured, you would have wandered around." Why would I be wandering around your house, ma'am?
Right. Like, that's not proper etiquette, I don't think, anyway. Just being nosy, walking around. Is that what people do now?
Yeah. Oh, Secret, you bet. I still at my dad's house. I still ask for stuff, and he tickled him and my stepmom. Oh, just go in the refrigerator and get the. No, and let me explain something. Don't come to my house doing that. Mm-mm. Now, there once upon a time, I dated someone who got pissed at their own set of friends. I was at their house, right? Um, we had I had got some groceries, they had got some groceries. We were gonna cook all together and then split the stuff. I was gonna take some stuff home, they were gonna have some stuff. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they had invited some friends over, and I was like, okay, let me go ahead and pack my stuff up. I cannot afford to share right now.
Right.
I had to have like 2 unscheduled surgeries on my leg. They were not fully covered by insurance. And I'm like, not to be rude, I can't afford to share. Like, this is why we're splitting this. So I was like, let me get my stuff. And I live within walking distance. So I was like, I'm going to take that stuff. As I'm leaving, I told them, oh, yeah, you can help yourself to anything.
Anything?
So I take my stuff. Over the next course of weeks, we're hanging out at her spot. Cool. Every time they left, she's pissy. I bought this and this up. You're the one told them to help themselves to anything, make themselves at home.
Mm-hmm.
I notice you never say that to people, and I feel like that makes people feel uncomfortable. Then they don't need to come visit me because do not feel at home. You don't live here.
Right.
Yes, I want you to be comfortable, but do not feel it. Because
We're
feeling
not
at
helping
home
ourselves to the refrigerator or any of that crap.
and feeling at home means something different to different people.
Mm-hmm. Definitely
And
does.
I've
Like
heard
some
more
people like to put
stories.
their feet up on the table and things like that. No, we don't do that.
Somebody's out here blasting shebang. Oh my goodness.
Shebang.
Shebang. She moves. But no, because I've heard horror stories where people are like, oh, they left a room, came back, and somebody been naked. So,
Oh,
came back, somebody's in their bedroom going through their jewelry. Just like
wow.
people have said that they put like things in their medicine cabinet to fall out if people go in there. I'm like, I did not know until social media that folks were going through people's medicine cabinets. And I'm not saying I probably know some people who have, they just know better than to tell me that. But I was
Right.
like,
That's really nosy.
I'm like, did they send you in there to do like?
Right. Who does that? But I guess there's
Like,
people like that wander houses and snoop through the medicine cabinet and go into the
oh, shebang,
refrigerator.
Drake's shebang. Oh, I like the shebang. I was doing that. My ex-boyfriend's ex-fiance straight up are out messaging out the dang bottle. Oh my goodness. I messed up. Yeah, but see, I was like 16 or 17, and in the same week, one weekend I was at one set of grandparents. The following weekend I was at another set. Both sets had sent me into the bathroom to get something out the medicine cabinet. First of all, I had to keep reminding myself, and I think I said it out loud. I think that okay, they said I could go in there. And opening the medicine cabinet was like something magical. I don't know what I expected to find in new medicine
Right.
cabinet.
Right.
I don't know what
Like, oh, what's in here?
but I was just like, oh, like this is not. It was just like floss and like some aspirin. I think I was sent to go get like aspirin or something or a band-aid. But I was just like, oh, like the only medicine cabinet that I knew what was in there regularly was the one at home.
Right.
Because my mom was like, she always made sure we knew where like first aid stuff was at. And
Mm-hmm.
anytime something ran out, it was kind of my job to make sure it was put on the grocery list and then put away. Like it was my chores to like let my mom know if something was running low.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because I'm the sickly one, and 9 times out of 10,
You were the one that needed it.
Because some people were like, that was a chore for you. That's what my mama said. Okay, I wasn't gonna argue with her.
Right.
Like, if they had you out there chopping logs, I'm sorry, but that's what was considered one of the chores in my house.
My mom was a nurse. Ours was stocked.
Yeah.
That medicine cabinet was stocked.
So yeah,
it went to the closet.
I knew it was in there. I was like, I knew what was in there. And then we had like a corner of a shelf in the bathroom closet that also had like supplies and stuff. And because my granny worked at a hospital, we had gauze and a lot of ace bandages
Right.
and
I'm
stuff.
about to say, like, buku medical supplies, right? Something
Yeah.
about those nurses bringing home stuff from work. Man, my mom
So
was stocked to the
yeah, so I'm
brim.
like, I knew where all that stuff was, and I knew, and I don't know why. Like for my I never thought about what would be in their medicine cabinet till they told me to go get something out of it. And then I was like, oh, this is like I walked into a Fifth Avenue condo or something.
Wow, what's this? What's this? Ooh,
Hey,
this is new.
yes, there are a lot of people who go through medicine cabinet. Oh my goodness, DJ. Yeah, I'm not one of them.
I'm
Yeah,
not
because I heard
either.
all these stories of people like putting like balls of marbles and stuff or marbles in, for people. And I'm like, why are y'all going? And one person on Facebook outed themselves because they were trying to out someone else. They were, and I don't know why this is people's go-to, like trying to insinuate that somebody has AIDS or HIV, right? Saying, well,
Hmm.
yeah, I saw this medication, blah, 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 and I looked it up. First of all, I need people to realize
A lot of
that,
medications have multiple uses.
yeah, and I was like, and um, first of all, you look suspect knowing the list of medications for one particular ailment.
Right.
But this
Right.
person tried to out another person going, oh, they're taking a med. And the person was like, one, I'm not the only person that lives in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Two, that's not what that medication is for. The person misspelled when they decided to Google the medication, misspelled it, which I thought
Oh,
was
so you
hilarious.
can't even Google right. That's
But
crazy.
I'm like, y'all not even looking at names, but also, so what? This is not somebody that you're sleeping with. And if you feel the need to go snoop instead of ask questions, that's
Mm-hmm.
the problem. Like,
Yes.
that's, I don't like that. And I ended a relationship really
Invasion of
quickly.
privacy.
I don't know if you could call it a relationship. It was like maybe a month or two in. Um,
Situationship.
yeah, because this person decided they were going to Google me.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
Now,
I don't know.
I would
Maybe it's
say
not.
that's okay if this person, I thought this person was smarter than what they were. I was
Right.
manipulative, y'all. I was manipulative. This situation showed me that they were really stupid because they decided, one, that at 28 years old, I was over my prime. I was beyond my prime.
Oh, wow.
I was like, okay. Mind you, they were a few years older than me. But also, because you can, depending on like social media interactions or different things, your name can be attached to certain people.
Yes.
So
Yes.
instead of asking me who people are, well, I think you got something going on because too many times your name came up with this person.
Oh.
Y'all family members of mine.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, no, they can't be a family member because y'all don't have the same last name. Like marriage
Okay.
and different branches of the family don't exist.
Right. Different size of the family and everything else.
But I asked them, I
Hmm.
said, did you look at where our names are attached? Like, did you look at why our names are attached? Family reunion, me being tagged as a photographer and as in pictures so
Hmm.
many times with the same collection of cousins, because everybody got them cousins that
Yep.
y'all get together, it's gonna be y'all over in the corner. So of course, when people are walking around taking pictures,
It's always the same people together.
it's the same six of us.
Hmm.
So every year, each year, getting tagged.
The same six people getting into shenanigans in the corner over there, getting their pictures
Right.
snapped.
And then the other one, my brothers. It was like, well, why would you be so attached to your brothers? Maybe because we spent quite a few years living in the same residence, and the attachment was from when we had to go through probate when our mother passed away.
Hmm.
And at the time, because we needed each other's assistance in mourning, we all moved into the same residence.
Okay. Hey, that's pretty cool.
I was like, so you get mail and stuff all at the same.
At the same house because you're all staying there temporarily.
And I was like, yeah, you looked me up on white pages. Yeah.
Mm,
So it's gonna tell you who was in the house. Are you
yeah.
well? Are you dumb?
Trying to make stuff up and
Okay.
it's not there. Trying
And I was
to
like, so what
fabricate some
made
things
you
about you.
Google? Well, I felt like you weren't telling me blah blah blah. You didn't ask me about that, and I didn't bring it up because one, I don't know half of what you just said. I don't know what that means. Two, the other stuff never did, so I don't know why I would bring that up. But you could have just asked.
Right. Right. I feel like that's red flag behavior.
Yeah, that's
Just
when I was like,
Google.
we can't we can't do that. That's why I think it's funny when people are like, yeah, I'm gonna Google her, I'm gonna get some dirt on her. First of all, I'm gonna tell her myself beforehand too. Two, working in IT since IT was IT, I've always
Mm-hmm.
been very careful about what gets put out on the internet.
Right. Right.
Not because I have anything to hide. Nope. Because before we even had the internet, when I was still in high school, I was stalked 3 times.
Oh, so you were taking no chances.
Yeah,
I was a little
none
anal,
whatsoever.
and I was a little anal when the internet first came out too, and I was very cautious of what I put out there and what would be out there about me. So I understand
Yeah,
that. It's like I
and
didn't
then
want any problems. I feel like there's a lot of creeps in this world.
yeah, just like when people are like, "Well, I know your address." No, you know an address that I lived in when I was 15 years old, and I can tell
Mm,
you that 100% unequivocally. I said, other than that, nope, no, you don't. I like because most people don't. You don't even know my first name. Yes, I do.
right.
I found your Facebook.
That's not it.
I'm like, you know, it's the internet. You can fill out whatever you. I could make an account and call myself Porcupine Blue Quasimodo. Like,
Yep. Does that mean that's my first name? No.
I had somebody get on a live with me and kept saying my Facebook name, and not even my main Facebook name, backup page.
Oh wow. They were getting it
I
all
heard them
wrong.
and I just kept ignoring them because I'm like, first of all, why are you doing this?
They thought it was a gotcha moment.
And they were trying to like give the impression that they were closer to me than what they were. And I'm like, nobody close to me would do this. We don't do the
Oh,
whole doxing one another.
right, right.
Because
Wow.
there's somebody I know that I didn't realize she had said her actual legal first name on the internet multiple times. We were in
Mhm.
a panel together and I kept referring to her as her online handle. And then somebody in the comment section typed out her name. So I caught it and I'm texting her like, is this a relative of yours? You might want to tell them to chill out. Oh, no, 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 no. I let everybody know. I've been saying, oh, okay. Well, next time let me know because I'm going to great precautions to make sure
Right.
that, you know,
They weren't just blasting your whole government out there for no reason.
hey, I'm like, girl, you live out in the middle of nowhere. You sure you want to be telling people that? Like, people
Exactly.
crazy.
I proceed with caution on the internet.
Yeah, like there's one person I said, I told him, I was like, you will never know any further addresses that I live in. You will not be able to drop off or pick up anybody from my resident. And they're like, what? I got doxxed. Series of photos leading to my front door. I informed them because I was
Mhm.
helping them out with childcare. I informed them. I said, look, I do have people that are helping to keep the house fortified. All this stuff. The people that need to know have been notified. Da 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 da. But still,
Right.
this is your child, your decision. I'm not going to be offended if you feel like I put your child in jeopardy. I get it. No, 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 no. They can still come. They're going to start this program in 2 weeks anyway. Da 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 da. Walked out my door. 10 minutes later, my phone is blowing up. I'm getting all sorts of notifications. People are calling me, texting me. This goofy heifer went outside my door, put her kids in front of my door, right underneath where my address is visible, and took pictures.
Oh wow.
I
That's
was
a
like,
way
I
to put somebody on blast
explained
street.
to you what she was not taking me getting doxxed seriously.
Right.
She's like, oh, nobody will show up.
Just
Ma'am,
gave them
there
all the
are creepy,
information.
not to mention, I said there are creepy people that would show up just trying to do something and take your kids.
Right.
Like they may not show up for me, but like, can you not? And I'm kind of glad she did that. She did take those down, but I got her to take some other pictures down because I realized this was a pattern for her. Every place
Oh,
she went, instead of just taking pictures of her kid facing any other direction or inside the house, because all of these
right.
people I knew, they didn't have a problem because there were places in their homes that were indistinguishable. Like 3 of us by our front door, you couldn't tell whose house you were at.
Right. And
Our front
basically
doors
had the
at the
same
time were
stuff.
very generic. We just all had one particular coat rack because we all were at the same store and got the same coat rack for $5.
Hey, I need a $5 coat rack. Hey.
Right. It was, hey, I need a coat rack. Saw it at the store. One person was like, hey, they got these coat racks. We each got one for $5. That's it. Like, that's how that
If you
happened.
take a picture there, you can't tell whose house you're at between the 3
Right.
of you.
She was going out in front of everybody's house. And I'm like, you're doing it right under the app. I'm like, girl,
Yep.
like don't do that.
Yeah, I was very good about that, taking pictures and not having distinguishing landmarks behind me or, my address or wherever.
Yeah, because she
No.
tried to get on me and she's like, you have pictures from when your kids were younger at the bus stop. I said, to this day, there are people who were our neighbors for decades that I have to tell them off app where those pictures were taken because they couldn't place them
Right.
because of how I took them. I'm like, girl, I've been careful.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's one picture I still haven't posted because it's the cutest picture of my youngest two, where I'm standing at the top of the steps, zoomed in down at them,
Right.
because that's when their bus stop was in front of our house when my cousin was still the bus driver. My dad, who raised us in the house that I then raised my kids in, I still have to remind him that that picture was taken at that house.
Taken
He was
in
like,
front of the
no,
house, right?
no. Yep. He was like, no. And I was like, and when I tell him, I'm like, Dad, I'm standing up. And when I tell him where I'm standing, and he goes, oh, yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm. Plus, I also slightly tilted the camera.
Yep.
So it kind of skews how, like, because there's a wall there, how the wall comes into the picture. It kind of looks like it's part of the sidewalk. And I was like, yeah, that's
in front of the house.
I'm like, yeah, yeah, no. Just like I did a video in front of the house here once. You couldn't tell I was in front of a house at all. And somebody was like, you're giving your location away when I posted a picture of Harley Pup running around in the backyard.
You can only see the inside of the fence there.
Right. I was like, you can't see you can't even see my neighbor's yard. I was like, all you see is her hop, skipping, and jumping around. And quiet as kept, I don't think y'all want to come and fight Harley Pup. Okay. I'm pretty sure she is the animal whisperer outside. Okay. Because I know she got the squirrels on her side.
The squirrels are definitely on her side.
And there's like 2 or 3 new cats I ain't never seen over here before. So I'm pretty sure she done recruited them too. Yeah, don't do it. Don't. Y'all have never seen
She's
the
got
movie
them corralled
Willard?
into the bunch.
Yeah, you might want to watch the movie Willard. Don't do it.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure she is the Willard.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Yeah, I used to have it on DVD. I think my dad took it and hid it. I think he was concerned about me and the amount of times I was watching that movie.
Dude, like, this is an unhealthy obsession you have with this movie. I'm taking it.
Yeah, I could never fight that innocent pupper. Inferno, I don't suggest anybody fight her. Yeah, you want to visit Harley, you got to tell her. You definitely have to warn Harley. Harley is not one for new people and visitors.
Oh,
She is
yes.
very sweet
Mm-hmm.
over the phone. She is very sweet when you at a distance.
But very protective of her people.
But
Do
she
not
is the
cross the line.
epitome of who over there. I'll
Yeah.
come. Like I said, I was gonna come, but tell me who over there first. You don't know who coming. Well, once everybody comes, you call me back and tell me who over
Right.
there.
Before I come, I need to know who all is there to make sure I even want to be there too.
Right. Yes, Inferno, she is a Disney princess. I kid you. I keep trying to. I gotta remember. Well, first, okay, I got pockets today. I'm gonna try to remember when I take her outside to like take my phone because that's what I have to do. Take my phone and like start recording, and I just cut it out after I stop. Start recording as I let her out. Other than that, if she catches me with the cat, oh, it's over. Because I want to catch her having her little squirrel meeting.
Mm.
Because the first time it took me off guard because I was telling Chaos like I had the phone in my hand, but I was so taken aback that it's three squirrels just sitting on the fence looking at her, and she looking at. My brain glitched.
Like, what the hell is going on here? They were
Yeah, because I'm like, well,
co-conspirators.
yeah, I got to remember to just like have the recording and just pull it out my pocket and just get it, like, because I just be like,
But if she
what the
catches
heck?
you, she goes into stealth
Yeah,
mode.
she'll freeze. Like if she's running around doing her little jumpy leapy thing, soon as she sees my phone, she'll just stop and just stare at me.
Oh, wow.
And then when I stop, she goes back to
Ow.
do. Like in one of the videos, you can tell that she's caught me because she just stops and just stands there.
Oh. That's how Jack was with new people coming over. Like once he got to know you, he was all right, but at first he's very protective of us. So he was always like barking and trying to get ankles.
Somebody has to keep tabs with being kidnapped. Of course, Mr. Harley ain't who you got to worry about over here. Yes, everybody
Mhm.
knows that. I'm just saying, everybody thinks that because, like, when I do get her to get on camera, she's so nice and want to, wink at everybody on camera. Yeah, she didn't. Because she said all the bad words to my oldest daughter. And she was looking at her like, why are you here? Oh, you taking attention?
Oh,
Oh, you
we
got
can't
to
have
go.
that. Yeah, we can't have that.
Because I promise you, it seemed like she smiled when she left. I have 8 pitties, all with different attitudes. My youngest is turning into my oldest. He's taking his spot. Yeah. I have a friend that used to rescue and raise pitties. And he had 2 that he had when we first became friends. He was my breakfast buddy. Um, on
Breakfast is
Thursdays, our
fun.
kids had the same schedule. We would he always got coupons to this one breakfast spot. So we would go and we would split one breakfast together. And the first 2 pits that he got, I had a little Maltese Pekingese mix. We would go walking our dogs together. And his pitties would look at my dog like she was Cruella de Vil. And
Oh.
I'm like, she don't want nothing. She just refused to walk in grass. So he would be in the grass with his pitties because they loved it. They'd be like, I said that they were skipping around because that's what it looked like. And she would be on this path, just not touching a bit of grass. I'm like, oh my goodness. I keep forgetting that you have the Pitsky too, Dana. The Husky and the Pitsky. She's just downloading his information. He's my senior on hospice. Oh, we know Harley is innocent though. She just takes her job. And she does
She
take her
takes it
job
very
seriously.
seriously. Yeah.
And she is snitch.
But it's all love, Taz. It's all out of love.
No, the snitching ain't love. The snitching is not love. And she be shit talking me to him. I promise you, they be in there just commiserating over
And
what it's like
chaos
to
encourages
be.
it, I'm sure. I'm sure chaos
Like I'm
encourages
the
all that
problem.
behavior.
Just sitting there, because sometimes I'll be doing something and you just hear her. Shit. was in the kitchen cooking. I come out. She's laid out, half on her bed, half off, just looking at me like, ah, you again.
Oh, with the attitude.
Who else do we know is a bougie snack oriented snitch? You know what? This is one of those she needs to do as I say, not as I do.
Right.
But I do
Right.
have a long history of if you want to know what happened, just give me a snack. And that I get from my grandma, because me and my one brother were talking about it. Especially if she wanted us to snitch on our grandfather. Because he would try to tell us, like, don't do that, I'll get you this, that, and the other. She would call us in the kitchen. What you got a taste for, baby?
Oh.
You ain't had such and such and such and such in a while. And I know that's your favorite. And she would already be in the process of cooking it. What your
Mm-hmm.
granddaddy do today? Did he go down by that racetrack? Did he bet on them horses? What? I don't know what he did. Oh, it would be a shame if I gave this to your cousins in the basement.
Oh, just
I'll lock all
outright
of
bribing you.
them. Like, you know what? I think he did. I don't know, but I'm gonna go find out. I'm gonna go ask him. I was always running recon on my granddaddy.
Trying to get the information.
And there was one time he was so mad at me. He's like, I ain't taking you with me no more, cause you always telling.
Well, the snack is right, then so I gotta come forth with the information, especially for
First
the
of all,
snack.
sir, I asked you for a hot fudge sundae. You told me no. I came home and she made me one from scratch. You could have bought my silence for $2.99.
Yep. So if you weren't so cheap, I'd have your secrets.
Right. Like my one uncle, he would give me a smooth $5. Take me to the little store up the street
Mm-hmm.
that sold the real big Reese cups at the time.
Okay.
Like they had the big Reese cups like now you can get from Cracker Barrel before like we had Cracker Barrel.
Right.
So I would go get $5 worth of them and be sitting there pretty. Now my grandma knew, okay, she knew my uncle did something if I was sitting there with all them Reese cups, but she ain't
Well,
say nothing because she had her own bribery scheme going.
mm-hmm.
And as adults, my cousin was like, "How come you kept getting bribed so much?" First of all, y'all was for the streets. I was either on the front porch reading a book and people forgot that I was there, or I was off in the corner of the dining room journaling. People forgot that
Mm-hmm.
I was there. So I was unwittingly hearing everybody's
Business.
business.
All the business.
And they
All
was
the
like, so
business.
what is everybody up to? I have no idea. I rarely put my hearing aids in. If they would have known that I couldn't hear nothing, I wouldn't be getting
Right.
I had no information.
And I feel like
And
it was
she-
probably worse for us because we did have hearing aids and people would just assume that we can't hear anyways. They would just go on blabbing their whole life
Yeah.
story
And
and
then they would
all
look
the
like
gossip.
because I would look up and I would be like, and I would see them looking in my direction. So that's when I would turn my hearing aid up, like, huh? Yeah,
Oh,
what you say?
what did
So
they
then they
say?
would assume I heard everything, or they'd look up and see me in the corner. And because I always had a notebook, a journal, or something, I think they thought I was keeping files on them.
Taking notes. The Taz files.
I was like, no, there was only one person I can legitimately say I did keep a file on them. Okay. That was during my Nancy Drew / Judy Bloom days. Okay.
Oh, Judy
When I
Bloom.
really
I haven't
thought
heard
that
that in a long time.
I was
Love
Professor
the Judy
Clouseau.
Bloom.
And there was one book, because this is when I found out about iced coffee.
Mm.
And there was a book, it was a Judy Bloom book. And I remember the setup. I don't even remember the whole premise of the book, but I remember in this house, when you walked in, you went upstairs to the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was a regular ground floor, but you had to go upstairs to the kitchen. And this woman was making iced coffee. And I was so intrigued. This is before we had all the coffee houses that we have now. This is like the creme de la creme coffee was Seattle's best. Okay, y'all.
Right.
So I'm so intrigued. And at this point in time, I feel like I can solve everything. Okay. I felt like Murder, She Wrote was me. Okay. I
Right.
felt like it was me. And I decided I was keeping a file on the boyfriend of a guy that my mama's friend was dating.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't too off base. I wasn't. He was a creeper.
Oh,
He died in prison for the molestation. Um
Oh, okay.
and
So you're
he got
definitely the
busted
right
out.
person to keep a file on.
Yeah, he got busted out because he busted me taking notes on what he was doing. Like, I don't know what made my spidey senses tingle regarding him, but it was literally one day. I was like, I'm gonna keep an eye on him.
Yeah, something's
And
off.
later that day, my one
Something's
auntie took me
iffy.
to the store and was like, "What do you want?" And I got a composition book.
Oh, okay.
And in that composition book, the time I saw him, I mean, I had dates, times, what he was doing.
You kept a whole log. Oh
Oh,
wow. All the
every
comings
time
and
I seen it,
goings.
I was writing it all down. And he saw me and got mad and was going off on me. And a few things he was saying, I remember not knowing what they meant. And I was just like,
Right.
huh? What? So now I'm flipping through my book, like, because some things, while keeping track of him, I was also writing down random words that I didn't know the meanings of, and then going back and writing the definitions. So I had random definitions written in here also. So I'm going back, like, is
Yep.
this a definition that I know? And then I started writing down some of the words. Well, somebody had heard, went and told my parents, and my mom was like, okay, what's in this notebook? So now she's looking at the notebook, gets to the final page, all these words that I'm writing down. How you know these words? I was like, I
Because he
don't.
said it.
What he said. He said all of these to you. Words like seduce,
Oh.
penetration,
Oh.
I didn't know.
Oh.
Keep in mind, I turned 12 yet?
Oh, okay.
I don't think I had turned 12 yet.
This
I
is
think
young
we were still
Taz.
months before I turned 12. So keep that
Mm.
in mind as to why I don't know these words and why I'm thinking that the newest person that I'm introduced to is suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
So my mother then tells my father. My father is like, why is a grown man yelling this at my child? So he calls his brothers
Mm-hmm.
and they go pay him a visit. And in the
To sound off the
process,
alarm.
they're like, what? Like, who else have you said it? Well, the two young ladies that he had been were like, yeah, he said that to us too, da, 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 and it all came out. So my nosiness did work out. And one of the mothers had suspected and had been talking to the girl, and he had threatened her, and the girl just didn't want to say anything. But so my
Mm.
nosiness did work out. But I was like, oh. Now after that, did I no. No, for
Taz is
about
like, I can't do this again.
for
I'm
about
finding
10
out too
years.
much.
For about 10 years. Did I keep like little notes on any new man that came into my
No doubt.
my purse notebook, that's what that started off with, me
Oh.
keeping tags, and then it evolved into, oh, I got this random thought in my head, oh, I came across this, what does that mean?
Mm-hmm. And that's how the journaling began.
Yeah. So, but from time to time there are some people whose thing where I'm like, oh, I got to
A
let me go
journaler was born. Yes.
But there you have it, y'all. We come to the end of another Talk About It Tuesday. Now, tomorrow is our last day together. And because I feel like I still want to give y'all a laugh for the week. We're gonna mosh pit it all up. I'm not letting y'all call me tomorrow because I'm afraid of what y'all would say. And I got enough anxiety. But we're gonna bring up Fun News Friday. So the last part of the show tomorrow will be videos. I may regret this, so go ahead and get your submissions in today.
Okay.
Jesus, Mary, and am I afraid? Very much so, because y'all not well,
You
and I
just
don't
said some
believe.
doozies.
Yeah, because I don't believe y'all take the proper dosage of the medication. I think y'all trying to stretch it out too much in this economy. We need our
I'm trying to make it
pause.
last. Let me cut this one in half.
Yeah.
Oops.
So we're gonna get that in. We're gonna get that in tomorrow, and hopefully
Okay.
we'll have more videos and less news. Hopefully, this administration will chill since they put so much news out today.
Right. Like we need a little
And
break.
I will be very. just like with in Texas, when everything is tallied, I will update. I'm not going to go live just because tonight there is Browse High Exalted and Heart to Heart with Pastor Gia all going.
Yeah.
But we got California doing their thing and a couple of other things. So as results come in and things are called, I will put it out just like I did for Texas. I don't think that there's a need for me to sit and be live like when it's actual election night.
Right.
Also, next week, I will officially make public for everyone the wedding registry, and I'm going to do an online like shower bachelorette party thingy where we can just like vibe out together. But I wanna make some cute little digital invitations to send out for y'all so you can have them if you want them. Plus,
Okay.
I just want to be creative. So
I'm excited.
I will work on that since we're getting down to the last. We're getting close to the final 30 days.
Get down to the last leg of it. It's coming.
Yeah.
And time flies, y'all.
And the planet. I did not. This is what happens when I lose my calendar for what was it, 30, 40 days, and I was just agreeing to all sorts of stuff. And then when I got the calendar back and put everything in there, I was like, oh, everything is crammed in here together.
Oh, one thing right after another. Whoa. Couple of double features.
Oh my goodness, Nana Jack. Okay, so you know what? I got some ideas. I think I can get y'all some digital strippers. I think I know where to get digital scribbles from.
Oh, okay. That'll be interesting. I'm intrigued. Yes.
Keep in mind. I said I could find it, and we just put it out into the atmosphere because I'm pretty sure Annabelle and Tracina are cooking up something right now.
That's why they're always in the corner.
I feel like
they stay cooking something up.
Yes. And as a reminder, I put the video up. It's also in Discord's Sound of Coffee Discord and the Tazisms Discord under Storytime and in the general.
Okay.
Learning through literature. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is the Ketanji Brown Jackson, lovely one. And then Tuesday, Thursday, meaning today, hold on, is the E. Jean Carroll. I believe it's called Not My Type. Hold on. I will pull it up.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, Not My Type is the name of it. Okay. So that is the one that the very start today.
Oh, okay. Today. Woo.
Yeah. The started started the lovely one with Ketanji Brown Jackson yesterday. As always, there is a playlist over on YouTube at TazJ77 for the lovely one that has started after tonight. I will create the playlist for Not My Type as well, and it'll all be on there. But we'll do the two books because it essentially came down to a tie.
Right.
But yeah, given that, we know ultimately what happened to E. Jean Carroll, and after coming off of Nobody's Girl and the perversion of justice to Jeffrey Epstein story, I got to give the fewer days to the E. Jean Carroll one, just because I don't need to be flying over the cuckoo's nest.
Right.
So as always, thank you, Jess.
Oh, it's fun as always. I love being here.
I love having you. And you see, I made our names bigger. We can see them now.
I did notice that. I love it. And I love the pink. Nice touch. Yes, ma'am.
There he is. So as always, each one teach one, each one reach one. Y'all go out, be good, or as Twin says, be good at it. All right.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
GCPR
GCPR